Hi, Skittles. How's it going? What's this? The title has been changed to I definitely saw that Demo's South Park game was unveiled and I definitely plan to play it ASAP. Yeah, I wish that were true. I had no idea. It wasn't mentioned on the Discord at all. How do you know that, Skittles? It's crazy. Well, hello. Hi, Monocule. I'm back. I drove 10 hours today to be back here. I want you guys to know. Hey everyone, I'm back from yet another convention. We have finished 6 out of 7 conventions in a row. 6 weeks in a row of conventions out of 7 weeks in a row of conventions that I have currently. Including 4 very long drives, about 100 hours of driving this last month. Well, the last 4 weeks. Because it's over the course of 2 months. Hi, Skittles. Yes, that's me, Flip Cider 99. You saw a trailer? Yeah, she didn't say anything. Nobody said anything about it. Maybe you should have said. You probably should have, Skittles, because nobody ended up mentioning it. I had no idea. Well, should we look at the trailer? Do you want to? The cat's out of the bag now. Do you want to? Or should we wait? No, I mean, no. I think she would want us to look at it, right? We should probably look at it. I wasn't planning to play it. Well, I don't know. So it's not. Wait, okay, so I think we joked around about it a little bit, but I'm not quite clear. But I believe it's not like I believe we joked around that it was a we joked around like it was a mobile game, but it's not actually a mobile game. It's a PC game, right? It's like something on Steam, right? If I recall correctly, and not a lot of information about the game was that I am privy to. Multi-platform, not mobile. All right. Well, we should look at the trailer, right? Okay, let's see what's going on in YouTube. I'm back. So I debated whether to do Fliptendo tonight. I was going to. I was just gonna come back and settle into just playing more of that money game, Wall Street Kid. Wouldn't have minded that much, but I thought, you know what? I don't know. I kind of just feel like playing Amiga games. So I thought, maybe I'll get back to Fliptendo tomorrow night. I definitely want to. Here, quick aside. Let's just do a quick look at the Fliptendo chart. I really want to try to get Fliptendo finished up to game 800 and hopefully, possibly, do the Fliptendo 800 game special. Ideally, before October, which gives us 2 weeks. And I have another con. So it's, as I mentioned, it's 7 cons in a row. I just finished the 6th one. That means I have one more con this weekend, but it's local. So it's easy. Plus, I don't even know if I have a table. It's a maybe con. So I might not even get in. It might not even count. I don't know. It'd be better if I got in. Because it's a really small con by the looks of it. I haven't done it before. But even small cons can be lucrative if they're local. So, and then the next weekend after that I have off, which means that potentially I have the next 2 weeks-ish off. But I do have one more big con to go to the weekend of October 1st. So between it would be between August 30th and probably October 4th. I would be gone for that one. I have to drive back to Austin. I'm doing that one because I have family there, so it should hopefully work out pretty good. And then after that, I have the rest of October off. So I'll miss those first couple of days of October. By the way, I'm going to pour myself a nice little rum and coke. I hope you guys don't mind. It's kind of going over the schedule real quick. After that, I will have the rest of October off, to focus in on horror games. Another patented Flipsider horror month coming up soon. But it'd be great if within the next 2 weeks, Tell Us a Texas Tale. Oh, let me think. I didn't really know anyone at this con. Oh, I knew a few people kind of casually at the show, but I don't really know anybody that closely, and I just kind of kept to myself anyway. I don't really have much to tell. Like nothing much happened. I have a lot of pictures. Demo. Yeah, Skittles did it. Demo. I didn't know. Nobody posted anything in the Discord. I didn't know your game came out, but Skittles just spilled the beans. And now we know. We're gonna have to look at a trailer now, Demo. But first I have to. No. Oh, okay. I don't want you to watch it. Okay. Now, Demo, do you not want me to watch it because you're okay? You're afraid I won't. I won't like it, and that's okay. Well, that makes me feel kind of bad, Demo, because I feel like we should be able to. I'm not going to say anything bad about it. We should be able to. I feel like you don't trust me, Demo. No, it doesn't like. I hate a lot of things, but I'm surely capable of watching a trailer without being mean, I think. Man, are you that afraid of what I might say? About another game? Which game? No, but that's different. No, but Demo, but no, isn't it like? Yeah, but you didn't work on Dragon Age though. That's totally different. That's just like a game you like. That's totally different. It's one thing. Like, yeah, we can have different opinions about games you like. If you worked on a game, that's totally different, isn't it? You didn't work on Dragon Age, did you? Did you work on Dragon Age, Demo? You don't want me to be nice just because I worked on something? So you don't want me to be nice, but you also don't want to hear what my honest opinion might be? So you just don't want me to ever look at any games that you worked on ever? Unless you happen to think that I might like them? Oh, Demo. If there's one that you think I'd like. Well, I don't know, Demo. This any worse than Metroid X? Yeah, Demo, okay, Demo, in your honest opinion, do you think your game is better than Metroid X? I don't care. I'm not going to say if I think it's better. I don't care what Molecule or Skittles thinks. Notice when Flip tells over and Notice Flips tells over the years when he's watching something trying to be nice. Yeah, but that's I can hide it. I can hide it though. No, I mean Skittles is probably right about that, but is that But I just feel like we have to look at it on the stream. Well, okay, I mean, tells is one thing, but I just feel like I feel sad that Dima doesn't trust me. It's obviously my fault. I am too I'm too loose-lipped and do whatever Dima wants. I'm obviously too loose-lipped and too well, Skittles, it makes me feel bad if that's your attitude. Am I really that untrustworthy? Well, that I don't know. That just kind of makes me feel bad. I don't know. You don't think the trailer represents the game super well, but it's only a minute, so I assume this. Yeah, but I mean, I think that's good to get to talk about that. But like, why? I mean, it'd be cool if we could look at it, though. You know, I wasn't planning. Like, I wasn't gonna throw shade at the trailer. It's not what I wanted to watch it. Really, we love you. Also, Demo and Mata. Well, you know, maybe you love me like, you know, you love your crazy uncle who you don't trust to be around in certain situations. I don't know. Game show today. I don't. Well, you know, here's the thing. Like, I don't know anything about the game, so like, I kind of just, you know, well, I want to see because Demo is my friend. Listen, Demo's my friend. I want to see what she's been working on. You know, it's great art, but it's hard to get a good grasp of it in the trailer. Well, it's a South Park game, so right. So isn't it just? It's just trying to look as long as it's just trying to look like the cartoon, right? Oh, it's 3D. Oh, well, okay. Well, I mean, it's fine. So it's South Park in 3D. Like we all have an idea what that would probably look like. Oh, so people are not pleased? Are you got online critics? Demo. All right. Well, Demo. If I promise not to even hint at anything negative towards the trailer, aside from, you know, us hearing about whatever you want to talk about in regards to things about it you may not like or you feel like the trailer doesn't represent, or, you know, things that people are saying. Aside from that, you know, if I promise that, then can we look at it? Well, you're only allowed to say no comment outside of your opinion on the trailer. Right. No, I mean, you can say whatever you want. Outside of whatever you feel like saying or whatever you feel like you can say or whatever you're allowed to say or whatever. But sure, okay, all right. All right, well then, what is it called? And by the way, we may also, some other suggestions for us. We may also want to, oh, I haven't watched this new Best of the Worst. This came out while I was driving. Back in Action versus Enemy Territory. And there's also Cat Punch from Osumatsu-kun. I played the Osumatsu-kun game recently. Or maybe it was this year. And we could watch Tiny Tim on Johnny Carson. There's some good stuff on here. Japanese woman who lived in Australia. Look at this quality content. Mexican runner. But no, what is the game called? South Park Snow Day. All right, we have to look at this. Demo is a friend of the stream, and we love Demo, and we absolutely just have to see what she's been working on. That she's been, you know, just going crazy, working and being overworked for like the last couple of years, and we've all been hearing about her work schedule, and they've been working her really hard. Demo's been working really hard, and you know, we got to see the fruits of her labor. This is not the here. Let me take off official Fliptendo record. I don't know what title to have. We'll just leave it blank.
Whoa, kid! It's so beautiful! It's a snow day, the most magical of days in a young child's life. Yes! Yes! There's no kid! It's a snow day!
Oh, I was gonna stop it and make a comment, but it is pretty short. I'll save my comment until after. I do have a comment to make, but it's not in any way negative. So I'm assuming positive comments are not going to make Demo feel bad. All right. Well, I can make a few positive comments. First of all, I don't have any kind of negative reaction. That trailer has no. I feel no negative. Let's look at that again. I don't think that this actually even looks bad. Doesn't look. I haven't really. Okay, I'll be honest. I haven't. Well, in terms of, I'll be honest about the fact that I haven't gotten into playing any South Park games. You typed South. Oh, did I? All right. Yeah, I did. You're right. you know that my brain is, it has problems. You know that, Demo. You know that my brain, it does it. Listen, my brain does its best. It does its best, okay? In some ways, it's really good. But in other ways, you know. I mean, it's hard to stream and talk and do multiple things at once. And think. The Skittles will definitely give it a chance. I didn't say it looked bad. I said it's not your kind of game. Well, you can't really tell what kind of game it is from the thing. Except, I mean, I guess, like, in that it, like, well, I guess it's, like, kind of like,
Hey, new kid!
yeah, co-op multiplayer.
Yeah.
You can't really tell that much from the thing. It probably isn't, because co-op multiplayer. Well, I mean, co-op multiplayer stuff is not my kind of thing in general, I suppose. Well, you said that other people said that it looked bad, right? I don't think it looks bad. He said that like we should be proud of him. Yeah, it's not the way I meant it. I'm proud of you too, Demo. I'm proud of you for, you know, working hard at your company and doing a good job. I mean, I don't know how much of this game. I mean, you worked really hard. I don't know how much of the, you know, a person working in a video game company. Many people were, you know, there's many people that don't necessarily have, you know, creative control over whatever's going on. Like there's people at the top that have creative control, and everybody else is just kind of, you know, making the machine go. Oh, you're a team of 17 people. There's a lot of pushback on the 3D art style, which was expected. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's understandable. But you know, I don't know. Like, I think that I haven't really delved too much into the South Park games. I don't think you know, I don't really know how I feel about South Park games in general because I like South Park. I've always liked South Park. You know, I like the style of humor, and the games of, like, if you go back to the earliest games, like the there was like a I don't know, it was like the earliest South Park game. Yeah, I might actually like Stick of Truth. It's true. I might. It's the kind of thing where I know that I might enjoy it if I played it, but for the well, actually the thing is that I haven't really been watching the show religiously in a long time. I used to watch it more fervently, and it's a show I keep wanting to go back. Like, also the same with The Simpsons. Like, I keep telling myself, like, one of the things, I have so many things I want to do and I never get around to. I really want it. When it comes to The Simpsons, I always watch it in syndication all the time, but I never sat down and watched all the episodes in order. And that's something I really want to go back at some point and watch the first 10 seasons, maybe 9 or 10, like all the episodes in order. And the same thing with South Park. Because after the first few seasons, I never really watched the show religiously. Like, I would just catch an episode here or there. So there's tons of episodes I haven't seen. So I feel like I have a lot of catching up to do with South Park, and like, to me, like, the games look cool, but they're not high up on the list of like South. I kind of just file that under the general folder of South Park media more than think of them as separate games, I suppose. I guess. Producer. Making fun of JRPG tropes. Yeah, I can see that. Not even close up to the date on South Park. Yeah, me neither. I kind of want to. You'd think I would be? Are you, Demo? I know that I learned. I might have known this before, but I learned when I stayed with you that you're a big Beavis and Butthead fan. Are you like up to date on Beavis and Butthead? Those new Beavis and Buttheads that came out, they seemed really good. I have not since then gone gone in to like watch the rest of them, but I kind of wanted to. I used to, and Beavis and Butthead was another one that I loved, but I never really watched them all in order. Like I never watched them chronologically and fully absorbed all the content. I just kind of watched them here and there. But I always loved Beavis and Butthead might have been my favorite of all. No, I mean, probably The Simpsons is my true favorite of all the comedic American shows. But Beavis and Butthead is up there too. These are pretty good. And I usually don't care for new media, as you know very well. But they seem really good to me. You didn't really like the first couple of South Park seasons. I still remember like vividly when the first season of South Park came out, and it was so different from the current stuff because it was so much more rougher and just it was more out of control and like very 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 edgy, and I loved it at the time. I loved it. Like I loved the first season of South Park. And I haven't watched those in a long time. The new Futurama ones are middle tier, so not so good or not so bad. Extremely meta. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It can be, I suppose. I've heard that the newer ones aren't as good as the older ones. I haven't seen any of the newer Futuramas. I love the first season. They revived it yet again. Well, hopefully the new Futuramas are better than Disenchanted. It kind of feels like with whatever with the Matt Groening shows, it feels like that. Now I'm not doing anything. We're just talking about like, but that's fine because this is an event. You know, Demo had a game released, and it's a big event, and this is fine. I do have a game I want to play, I'm almost finally done with conventions. I'm done with long drives, at least for a few weeks. I'm done with a series of long drives in a row. Elon Brow. I'm not that terrible. You can call me Elon. Elon Cider. Elol. Is that the new way of laughing? Elol? I think that I like that. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Like this, okay, honestly, but listen, Demo, I don't know. Here's what I would say to you. If I were just looking at this and let's say you had no connection to this whatsoever, and I was just watching this, this is not the kind of thing I would make fun of. I don't know. I don't think I would make fun of this, really. Like, to me, this doesn't... There's a ton of things I would make fun of, but this is not one of them. I don't know if I would enjoy the game. But, it looks like the kind of thing that I could enjoy. Like, it looks like the kind of thing that I wouldn't hate. Because all South Park games have a natural advantage with me, because I've always liked South Park, and I really like Matt and Trey. I like the dudes who make South Park. I've always liked those dudes. I really like them in interviews, and I like their brand of humor. I don't know if I necessarily like the newer South Parks, though, because I haven't watched the show in ages. It's possible that the show has really lost its step. Apparently, Matt Groening stuff has lost a step or two, and although the new Beavis and Butthead seemed really good to me. You give me a copy? Sure. We can play it, and we can play co-op on stream. Now, that wasn't so bad. Was it, Demo? And we heard what you had to say. The trailer Flip is indifferent. The best possible outcome. I wouldn't even say I'm indifferent. I like South Park. It's just that, I don't know, just for whatever reason, South Park games have never been high priority for me to, get into. I don't hate it. I don't know, it's cool. I don't know, it looks cool. It looks like it looks like whatever company was working on this possibly did a good job. I don't know. It looks like South Park. You got.
Hey, new kid! It's
I mean, I don't know.
snow
You
day,
can't
kid.
you can't really tell that much from the trailer, but I'm sure whoever worked on it did a pretty good job. And yeah, that's okay. You can tell us more about it when it releases. All right. That wasn't so bad, was it, Demo? I hope you could trust me a little bit more now. Guess I have to apologize to Demo again. He really just doesn't trust me. Have I been that much of a jerk that I've fostered this much distrust? I guess I really need to try to be a little bit more careful from now on. But unfortunately, sometimes within me lurks the shadow of a beast. And I think that's the real problem. All right, I'm back. I'm back from another 16-hour drive. Well, 16 hours going both ways, so 32-hour drive. 32 hours of driving since the last stream I did. And we're going to have another relaxation stream until we get back to Fliptendo tomorrow night. We will get back to Fliptendo. And I really want to try to finish the... Let's just take a quick look again. I didn't actually do what I was going to do. We got to replay. Maybe I can get somebody else to play through Metroid X. We got to do... I got to go back and try to remember how I got Metroid X to run the last time so we can like play it again on stream sometime. It'd be awesome if I get somebody else to play it. Remake Simpsons Hidden Run. Oh, that'd be interesting. I never played the original. I know that people like that game. I never played that either. All right, so what do I have? I want to finish Wall Street Kid. Astyanax is coming up. I really want to play the arcade version of Astyanax, Lord of Kings, so I'm wondering if I should just maybe play it after Astyanax. Of course, that'll take more time, but I've been wanting to play that game on stream for quite a while. Double Dragon 2, I got to play through and finish. Castlevania 3. Now, those are both hard games, but they're games I know, so theoretically, neither of them should take that long. Although, with Castlevania 3, it would be cool. I have finished that on stream before. I should probably try to do a different route this time. And it might even be cool, like, if I have the time to do multiple routes. And then, like, TM Network Live and Powerball, I don't know what that is. Probably that won't take too long. Nappy Kids won't take that long. And then there's a baseball game. So that's what's coming up in order to get 800 games of Fliptendo done. If we could get those done by the end of the month, it would be great. Let's try it. I think that we probably can. And I might be able to do... Like, I might be able to fit in multiple routes of Castlevania 3. I might be able to fit in a playthrough of the arcade version of Astyanax, which is a really cool looking game, and I've been wanting to play that for forever. Brian Full presents Metroid X. Oh, I don't know. I probably pronounced it wrong, Skittles. Astyanax? Astyanax? I think I've heard people say it. It's definitely not Astyanax, like Nastynax. Nasty Axe. It's definitely not that. It's probably... I just... That's how I said it when I was a kid, and I revert to that if I don't think about it. It's probably something like Astyanax. But it doesn't matter, because the arcade version, which is called Lord of King, has a much better name. Anyway, that's what's coming up. I think we can get all that done. We need to do it within the next 2 weeks. I think I can get it all done. If not, then we'll just have to carry over and just have to wait. I can always finish Fliptendo after October, I suppose. I wanted to do subscriber requests, but maybe we'll do those in November. I believe Demo has got some time to spend. Oh, let's take a moment to catch our breaths. How's everybody doing? I probably should, in light of the fact that I have all this stuff to do, I probably should do some Fliptendo tonight, but I think we're gonna have one more night of taking it easy. You know, I kind of just wanted to take tonight to just play what I feel like playing. Which, by the way, is a game that Demo before has said she really likes the music. So Demo, maybe this could be good for you. Let's play the game I was thinking about playing. It's a game I've played through and finished before on stream. But I feel like playing it again. Shadow of the Beast. I thought it would be fun. I finished it on stream before with a lot of difficulty because it's a very difficult game. So it's been a while since I played it, and I'm probably rusty now. Let's see if I can go back to it and finish it again. Let's see how much I remember. I still have to play Shadow of the Beast 2 and 3. Those are 2 Amiga games I'm wanting to get to at some point. There's a bunch of Amiga games in my folder here that I've been kind of building up. I've been downloading more games as I come across more. And I've got a ton. I've got a ton in this folder I want to get to. But we've got Fliptendo to do, and we've got subscriber requests, and we've got Horror Month for October. And there's so many video games that I need to play. But fuck it. Let's just play more Shadow of the Beast 1. That's what I feel like doing. Let's just do it. Or we could play Grey Slayer. You guys remember Grey Slayer? Maybe if I finish Shadow of the Beast, we'll go to Grey Slayer. That game's got such a dark, distant atmosphere of just loneliness, and the perfect atmosphere for a man who spent 32 hours in a car this week just here, let's look at this. This game got pretty good atmosphere as well. I feel like I need just a month to play all the Amiga games I want to play, just to like really strap in and just buckle. Trainer off. We're playing like a man. We're going to play like men. We're not going to play like mice. We're going to play like men. Yes. Right. Mouse click? Okay. Alright. Alright, guys. It's time for a lonely journey of a beast. I'm sure a lot of you will remember this game. When I did my Amiga week a couple of years ago now, which ended up being like 3 weeks of just pure Amiga madness. Those are my first Amiga streams. We did play this game, and it was one of the few Amiga games I managed to beat. I really put the time into it. That reminds me, I gotta go back and replay Lionheart as well. Lionheart was one of the other ones I finished. But on hard mode, there's different content. There's, like, if you play Lionheart on hard mode, the level design changes. It adds, well, the levels stay the same, but it adds new parts to levels, which is such a cool thing for platformers to do on higher difficulty modes, and it's extremely rare. Games like that are super cool. And that game is just really awesome as well, so it'd be great to go back and hit that one again. So many cool Amiga games I want to play. I'm sure you guys remember my playthrough of Enemy Tempest of Violence. I think that was last year. 60 hours of playing through the crazy masterpiece of the game. I was surprised that everybody, like all of you guys, the critics that you are, like everybody seemed to like it. Everybody seemed to enjoy that. There was surprisingly not that much complaining. Not even from Skittles. You, come on, bro. Oh, let's see. Is it the end? Is it, wait, what is the, and I press fire? Did I do it? I think you hold end and press 2. Yeah, there it is. No, and then like after I finally finished Enemy Tempest of Violence, like when I asked for everybody's ratings, like everybody gave it such high scores. Everybody was very impressed by that game. I was happy to see that. It really is an amazing masterpiece on the Amiga. And if it weren't for McCaw's playthrough of the game, it probably would have just been left in obscurity. His playthrough really brought some notoriety to that game. Alright, here we go. Shadow of the Beast. Just me, a beast in his underwear. His blue underwear. His blue loincloth. With kung fu mechanics. Me and my 12 life points, now 11, now 10. And nothing else. No lives, 9 life points, 8. Oh, I forgot about that trap. 7 life points. Already down 5. That's not the ideal way to start a run. If you keep going left there, you die. Inside, a winding staircase descends into darkness. Pausing for a little while to allow your eyes to adjust, you make your way down the steps, which seem to deteriorate into makeshift planks the further you go. Oh man, the atmosphere of this game. Please insert beast dick. That is definitely not... Oh, I forgot! If you move back into the staircase, you have to sit through the loading screen twice as you go out and then back in. That wasn't a very valiant effort. It's so funny, though, that they have a separate text that just simply chastises you for leaving. And then it makes you... It could just have a wall there. And it actually allows you to leave. This game is actually very linear, but it has a couple of key branching points that sort of give it the feeling of non-linearity, like the fact that you can come back up the stairs. Like, if it locked you at the bottom of those stairs, the game would sort of be tipping off the fact that this is actually the correct path. So the game lets you go back up, just so as to not sort of tip its hand at the fact that this is the correct route. Because at the beginning, you can go left and right. Oh, I don't remember that. What the fuck? Alright, let's see. I don't think we want to go right here. I think we want to go down here. Could be wrong. This already seems wrong. Wait, is this right? Hopefully this is right. Health is already so low. Cool. Oh, there we go. Gotta get into the rhythm. Oh. Careful, you're alarming demo core. Alright. Is this... I'm not sure. Is this right so far? Oh, shit. I don't remember that. This feels like it could be the wrong route. Oh, and it could be right. Okay, you gotta run right up to these guys. I'm almost dead already. I can get some life back somewhere in here. Oh, I'm about to die. It's okay. Alright, that's a teleporter. Which... Does that take us to the boss? Or the boss area? But we need the key first. Do we want to go this way first? I feel like I might be going this way too early. Okay, I'm on my... Oh, this thing, yeah. Okay, so wait for the fire, stand up and punch. No timer so I can take my time. Yeah, so one of the cool things about this version of the game, the original and true version of Shadow of the Beast, is you do get these unique boss musics, which you don't get in any other version of the game. Now, some people will say that the TurboGrafx 16 version is better in some ways. It's got CD versions of the songs, which are really cool, but it is missing all the unique boss songs. Okay, I got that. That gives me a fireball, which I need for the boss. But I need a key. I think I might go in this teleporter I need the key, though. I need the key. Wait, is this to the boss? This could be... This seems like the wrong way. How am I supposed to watch you and play BG3 at the same time? I don't know. Does BG3 really demand that much attention? You know, just kind of mash through the dialogues, and then for the combat, you know, just save scum your way through it, and you'll be fine. Maybe it's this way? For the... Oh! Oh, I'm dead. Okay. Is that the way I went before? I'm not remembering the route exactly. Alright, we died. How's that BG3 going, Demon? You don't save scum combat, you only save scum when you accidentally upset your vampire boyfriend? Yeah. One of the YouTubers that I follow it just came out with the video for why you should not save scum when you play Baldur's Gate 3. Check it out. But I think he's talking about not upsetting your vampire boyfriend. He's not talking about the combat. I don't know. I get the impression that Listen, I played Baldur's Gate 2 for a while. I played that game for like, I don't know, 10 or 12 hours or so. So I happen to know that the early Baldur's Gate games, when it comes to their combat design, they're basically fucked. And you kind of need... They're designed in such a way that you kind of just need to save scum the combat. But I get the impression that Baldur's Gate 3 is very different when it comes to that. I don't know. I'd love to have some additional illumination on that. But it seems, by all accounts, that the combat is tuned in such a way that you can just kind of just do whatever, and you'll be fine. Pretty easy. Well, yeah, there's a couple ways to go. If they're going to allow you to save... Maybe I should reset. If they're going to allow you... This fucking song will be stuck in your head. That's okay because it's such a good song. Yeah, the thing about so like that era of computer gaming, they still cared about like challenge and having challenge in games and making games hard. But but also it was expected that you'd be able to save and load at any point, because that was just popular in computer games at that time. I guess it still is in certain computer games, maybe. Wait, let me just see what's to the right here. I don't think this is the right way to go. I don't think this is right. Let me just see what was over here, though. No, I think if you fall down there, it's death. Let's not do that. I think this is the correct way. You can see the spikes here. The older computer games, like Baldur's Gate 1, Baldur's Gate 2, or like even the older FPS games like Doom, where there was save scumming, but they also actually wanted to make the game difficult. It led to like essentially because they know you can save scum, they had to severely overtune the combat, and it ended up a lot of times kind of just having fucked up difficulty where you have to save scum, because if you have that's such a powerful tool in your arsenal. If you have that tool, you almost have to. You know what I'm talking about, Gizmo? Hey, what's up, Gizmo? I'm back. Another 32 hours of driving to Texas. I'm not sure if... I'm trying a different way. I want to see where this goes. But I guess with the newer Baldur's Gate... I mean, these days things are very different. Especially when it comes to narrative-focused games. Like, a lot of people just don't really care if there's challenge. They just want to get their narrative, and it's really more about illusion of challenge than like having an actual challenge. Illusion of challenge is fine for most people. think this is the right way. So, to make a long story short, stuff like, I would expect stuff like Baldur's Gate 3 to be very much on the easy side, because that's kind of how modern game design is. It tends to be. Well, at least when it comes to stuff that's like narrative based, they don't really, a lot of people just kind of feel like challenge just gets in the way anyway. Just save scum. No, but that's my point though. Oh, there, oh man. I didn't realize I actually got that healing there. It's very good. No, that's my point though, Gizmos. You don't need to save scum difficulty. In like modern stuff, well, I'm generalizing, but you know, generally stuff like well, I don't know, you're playing Baldur's Gate 3, right? I would expect it to be designed in such a way where you don't need to save scum for the most part to get past battles, because everything is sort of tuned to be easy, and people like that. And I don't even, like, it makes sense, honestly. Probably better that way than how stuff like Baldur's Gate 2 and 1 used to be. Even though I generally prefer harder games, but I don't like difficult games that are designed around brute force save scumming, because it's not really that fun to brute force save scum. And if a game is designed around the expectation that you will brute force save scum, so it's essentially an embedded part of the experience, you just kind of have to play it that way. I feel like with Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, if you're playing it casually, you kind of have no choice. I'm sure that there are people who play those games and really understand the mechanics well, that can get through the game without save scumming, but the normal, ordinary, casual player will have no choice. Will have no chance in doing that. I feel. You don't have to save scum, but you save yourself headaches by saving your progress. Now, I'm not talking about save scumming like to get the story options you want. That's like a whole different thing. And I have no opinion on that. I mean, my opinion, some people say you should try to... I think it's valid to... If you want to play the way where you just want to, like, have your narrative experience, and you feel like save scumming kind of violates that experience, that makes sense. But at the same time, you just want to harvest all the content from the game. You just want to get all the content. Like, I want to see what happens if I choose this. I want to see this ending route. Even if you're just like kind of looking everything up, like, okay, I want to get this ending and this ending, that's fine. Although at that point you may as well just look at a YouTube video, maybe, but... Well, I don't know. I think that's... A lot of times when you're playing games... I mean, games are also sort of designed in such a way where... save yourself headaches by saving your progress. Well, the thing about that, Horrible Hog, is if you have complete freedom to save whenever you want, you may as well just save before every battle. So what you could do is kind of save lackadaisically and just sort of hope that everything works out, right? But okay, so let's say you get to a difficult battle and you die, and then you realize that's a difficult battle. This is not the right way. Oh shit, did I lose my potion? Why did I lose it again? Because I went the wrong way? Which is the... I think I went the wrong way. I took a wrong turn somewhere. I lost the potion, though. Look at that. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you can save before every battle, you may as well. So let's say you don't. Let's say you die at a hard battle, right? And you haven't saved in, like, a half hour. When you get back to that difficult battle, where you know you might die again, you're going to save before it, right? Of course you are, right? Well, that being the case, you may as well just save before every battle. Because you're going to save before... So, like, there's really no logic to not saving before every battle. If you have the power to do it, there's no logic to not doing it. Right? This is why I prefer game. It's better for the developers to decide where you save, if the developers say, you decide where to save, the obvious answer is that, okay, I'm going to save before every battle. Because that's just the logical thing to do. So, in fact, I'll save in the middle of battle. If the battle's really hard, I'll save in the middle of the battle too. If I can make multiple saves, I'll save before every battle. And in really hard battles, I'll save in the middle of battle as much. I'll just save and reload. I'll brute force my way through everything. Because why would I not? That helps me get through the game. It's a tool. It's like the game gives you a BFG 2000 with infinite ammo. But it's just like, hey, if you use that, that's your choice. No! If you give me a BFG with infinite ammo, why would I not use it in every single battle all the time? Well, it's your choice to use that. You don't have to use the BFG. You know what I'm saying? Is my logic making sense? Like you're playing some Assassin's Creed kind of game, and there's this button you press that's like the super awesome combo button that like does a combo that automatically kills everything. But then there's like a normal combo button, and and people are like, well, dude, this is kind of fucked up because the game's way too easy if you use the awesome combo button, because you can just beat any enemy in the game by simply holding down that button. And there's no thought or skill. And then other people are like, well, you don't have to use that button. No, you do have to use that button. Like, if you have, it doesn't, the job of the player is to within the rules set by the developer, is to find the most efficient way to win. That's kind of your job. Of course that applies to saving as well. Right? I'm kind of rambling now. I guess. What happened to my... should I go back and try to get the potion? Games like Final Fantasy 16 autosave mid-bosses every battle phase. Yeah, well that's like kind of a different thing. But yeah, I hate that too. Well, even Bayonetta did that. I never really liked that. But Bayonetta battles were still pretty challenging though. The harder modes. Let me go back and see if I can get the potion again. I don't know. Maybe I can get it again. What will happen if I don't have that for the boss? Am I soft locked? I don't think I can get it again. I wonder if that means I'm soft locked on the boss. Let's go find out. But I've got to remember where the boss is. I remember that you take this teleporter. I'm pretty sure. I think the boss is right here, maybe. Oh yeah. Okay. Now we get the boss exclusive. What? Gizmo, don't you really like Final Fantasy 16, right? Okay. Well, I can still damage him, but not having the potion kind of sucks. Yeah. But I don't know. The game is really weird. By the way, if he touches me, I think it's an instant death, but I seem to be doing okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It sucks without the potion. The game is kind of weird about that. Like, if you have the potion, which gives you the fireball, but you, like, go to the wrong area, it takes it away for some reason. It's like kind of some glitch in the game. Well, now that I know where the boss is, so you go in the teleporter, then you go up and to the right. We shouldn't have that problem next time, so that's okay. Yeah, for the spectacle. So I guess that kind of means that Final Fantasy has basically become God of War, right? It's kind of the same thing. But like the classic God of Wars. You wish you could save scum this game? Hell no. No, dude. This game is good because you cannot save scum it. Like, if you could save scum this game, it would remove all dramatic tension from the game. Save scumming is cheating. It's too powerful of a tool to... In most cases, save scumming is basically cheating. It's essentially the same thing as save stating, and save stating is too powerful a tool for the player to have in many cases. Like, it's honestly, I just think it's an example of it, especially in old computer games, where it was rampant of bad game design being just rampant. in older games. Like that's one thing that I would identify. It's just like kind of, in many cases, just kind of purely bad game design, in my opinion. Like, it's one thing if you think that a game should like not be too hard, it should be accessible or easy or whatever, but like save scumming is just terrible design, I think. Like, for a game like this, it would be terrible design. I think it's also really problematic for stuff like the older Baldur's Gates and older RPGs. In some of the older like RPGs that are like Might and Magic or Wizardry style, they don't actually do that. Like in some of those games, it's more the opposite extreme, where it's more like a roguelike and the game autosaves when you die. And I much prefer that, even though it's kind of ludicrous in some situations. But still, I prefer that to like save scum. Like games that are designed around save scumming are very problematic. Sometimes there are games like the original Doom and Doom 2, where the save scumming is kind of a problem with the game's design. But the game is designed in such a way where once you kind of get to know the game, you can play it without save scumming. It can still be fun, even though it's very hard that way. But like Doom and Doom 2, you can just not save scum and die. And all the levels, in theory, well, for the most part, there are some that are very unreasonable. But for the most part, most levels you can play from just a pistol start on ultra violence, and it's possible to overcome it. Although it's a little overtuned that way, the difficulty. Even ultra violence, maybe, I don't know. Even Ultimate 7, you can just save whenever. Yeah. Would take some time. That's true. I mean, yeah, that's true as well. I mean, you joke, but that was a reason to, like, not do it. Well, I guess with some... I never played Ultima 7. I don't have that much experience with it. But I guess, even with something like Ultima 7, it's not... Well, I get the impression that the game is not really so much about the actual challenge of overcoming battles and stuff. It's more about, like, it's a very large game world, just kind of finding your way through everything. Finding your way, like, negotiating the intricacies of the game and, like, the crazy amount of freedom that you have to do all this stuff. Exploring the game world is a big part of the game. So even with save scumming, like, the true challenge of the game is more about the actual exploration. Okay, that teleport did not... Wait, where do I go from here? Where did I go to get to the key? Is it down from here? Where's the key? Oh, yeah, this has gotta be it. Do I just fall here? Yeah. No, yeah, this is it. I fucked that up pretty bad. Not doing it because of it. Yeah, it's about figuring out what to do, so saving doesn't matter much. It doesn't matter as much. Like, that's not the real... I'm presuming that, based on what I know of Ultima, like, Ultima games are very weird, and they're very obtuse, and they're very big and complicated, even the earlier ones. So the real challenge of those games is not actually so much about the difficulty of the battle. So save scumming, the ability to save scum is almost necessary to negotiate those, because the real challenge is like figuring out what to do and where to go and exploring and all that. Yeah. Plus, even with save scumming, there is still some challenge. Like, you have to kind of save strategically. You got to remember that a lot of the older RPGs, they know you can save scum, because all those older games, well, not all of them, stuff like Wizardry, the early Wizardry games don't have save scumming. Really old RPGs, sometimes they autosave when you die, and they're more like roguelikes. But a lot of those older RPGs, they know, the developers know very well you can save scum. So they're designed, the difficulty's overtuned on purpose. Which, as I said, is an aspect I don't really like about them. But yeah, they're often difficult despite your godlike ability to undo any mistake with save scumming. Oh, man, I keep forgetting. It doesn't really matter. I'm at least not going to get hit by this trap. Where's this trap? Oh, it's there. It's there. Okay. At least I won't get hit by that. That's okay. That damage shouldn't matter that much because we should be able to reach that first heal potion, just like a full heal. Yeah, what's up, Grom? What's up? We were just talking game design stuff. I was just talking just some casual... Well, because Baldur's Gate 3 got brought up. By the way, you loving Baldur's Gate 3, Gizmo? Demo is playing Baldur's Gate 3 right now. She has me on the background, and she's not really paying that much attention. But she is here. And we looked at Demo's game, or South Park game. There's a trailer out now, so you guys can check that out. Oh, shit. That's okay. I didn't need that help. Yeah, it is 11 out of 10. The soundtrack is so good. Yeah, especially the Amiga one. Now, people say that the TurboGrafx 16 version of this game is really good too, with its CD quality music. And I gotta play that version at some point. But it is missing the unique boss tracks. So, I still think that ultimately, this is the best this is the best and true, the original version of the game. The best one to play. I love it. If you try to play this game for the first time, you know, by like modern indie game, everything plays like Mega Man X standards. This game is, you know, it can feel very stiff and kind of plodding, and the combat mechanics can feel a little bit cheap. But I think that the combat mechanics are actually pretty good if you give them a chance. It's basically like a slower version of Kung Fu, like a slower and more deliberate version of Kung Fu. Like a lot of the combat it's all very simplistic. Everything dies in one hit. It's all one-hit kills on all the enemies, which I actually really like that in the video game. I love games where you kill every enemy in one hit, like Ninja Gaiden games. NES Ninja Gaiden games are like that, Kung Fu's like that, and this is like that. And there's something very satisfying about the fact that every enemy in the game, you know, aside from bosses, will die in one hit. And it's like this smacking sound, like pop, and the enemy's just kind of sinking with the ground, even though it's kind of a lazy animation, but whatever. Alright, so the potion is down here. Is that a full? It should be down here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's a full heal. Full strength. How are you doing, Rom? I've seen a couple of your streams recently. How's good old Grom doing? I'm back from Matsuri Con. I have done 6 conventions in a row recently. I've just finished with my 6th convention in a row. And I'm a little bit tired. But that's why I'm unwinding on the stream with just a casual, easy, accessible, fun Shadow the Beast. How are all the cons? They varied. There was one con I really wanted to get into and I drove a long way and I ended up not getting in. It was a disappointment, Otakon. The rest of the cons, it varied. The smaller ones, which tended to be closer to drive to, were, you know, less business, but also less expense. The ones I drove longer to, like Matsuri Con and Kineticon and Fan Expo Boston, were better business. I guess as you'd expect. Like overall, I made money. You know, I made money. That's why I'm doing it in the first place, is to make money. Can't complain in that regard. There were things that could have went better. There were things that were not ideal, but overall I made money. I mean, that's why I'm going crazy doing all these conventions in a row. I'm trying to be productive, you know, use my time well to make money. So we have the key and we have the fireball. Now we just go up here and to the right. I don't know if you maybe have unlimited shots with this fireball or something. Different enemies and animations. Yeah. Well, you know what I think that is, Horrible Hog? I think, well, this game was sort of like a showcase for Amiga. And it was a very at the time, at least in Amiga circles, this game was very attention-getting. This game, the thing about this game that is so amazing is its presentation. You know, it's like playing through a heavy metal cover, kind of. Like the presentation as well. Even today, the presentation is still amazing. Oh, dude, I wasn't killing him fast enough. Whoops! I should have just been mashing the button there. I mean, like that boss I was just fighting is so rad looking. Everything in this game is so rad. The aesthetic of the Amiga really is just kind of rad. And the music is so cool. The gameplay, even though it's very simple, it has this charm to it, this simple charm. Like I was talking about with like the one-hit kills and just that kind of like lonely journey and this just kind of exploring a world where there's like a little bit of exploration, but it's still fairly simple. You're just like getting keys and trying to find the power-ups you need to like make progress. There's just enough non-linearity to make you feel like you're exploring a world, but it's still fairly linear. And there's many Amiga games that copied this aesthetic and copied this structure. Shadow of the Beast was very influential on the Amiga. And it's an awesome game, dude. I think it holds up for me. I mean, for many people will find it hard to get into because of the kind of sluggish controls, and you kind of just have to get used to the game's feel. Once you get used to it, I think the game is pretty fun to play. And you've got to be able to hang with the fact that it's a game with one life as well, which many Amiga games are. But I think it's a really cool way to do a game. It's like one life. It's just a journey. You've got to get through this journey. You got to figure out how to survive this journey with your one life. And every time you play, maybe you get a little bit farther. And that's a really cool design style for a game that's totally lost in modern games because nobody wants to do that anymore. So many people are, even with the popularity of roguelike, the only thing that kind of violates this is like roguelikes with modern games. But roguelikes are a specific thing. Outside of roguelikes, people are very allergic to that concept, unfortunately. But much the quality fluctuates. Yeah. But because they wanted to showcase this game with its presentation and its kind of feeling of this like dark journey through this areas, I think they were trying to have as many different enemies as cool as possible. One of the cool things about these Shadow of the Beast likes on Amiga is that they tend to have a really crazy amount of enemy variety. The actual enemy quality is very variable. Like some enemies are like barely a frame of animation, but there's just so many. There's such a wide variety of enemies of like all different kinds and just crazy stuff that it's cool. The variety is cool. Yeah, exactly, Gizmo. That's the kind of guy I am. I choose to play Shadow of the Beast. Some people play Final Fantasy 16 to decompress. I would rather play Shadow of the Beast. That is much more helpful to me. I'm glad there was some balance at least. For the conventions, yeah. No, I mean, yeah. Overall, you know, fairly productive. Fairly productive work trips, making money, I would say. Okay, so we want to go this way first, to the right. A lot of Ninja Gaiden likes. Of the NES game. I suppose there must be a lot of Ninja Gaiden like. Mustn't there? There has to be a lot of Ninja Gaiden likes. But yeah, what would be some Ninja Gaiden likes though? I mean, I guess there's stuff like Kabuki Quantum Fighter. Kabuki Quantum Fighter. Oh, what the fuck, dude? Oh my, that sucks. I gotta go back up there and do that path again. I'm gonna waste valuable hit points. Oh. Oh, you said there's not a lot. Oh, okay. I thought you said there was a lot. It feels like there has to be some. Well, like I said, there's Kabuki Quantum Fighter, there's Shadow of the Ninja, which was even called Ninja Gaiden on the Game Boy, but it's actually a Shadow of the Ninja game. Different series, kind of different mechanics. It has to be. Wait, what other Ninja Gaiden likes are there? There's got to be some others. Oh my! Oh, There's a lot of indie Ninja Gaiden likes. Are there? Which one? I feel like there are some indie games, especially recently, that have started to take more influence from Ninja Gaiden. But even those, I feel like they often is kind of shallow. Like, there's stuff like The Messenger. I don't know, I haven't actually played The Messenger yet. But from what I've seen, I feel like it doesn't... let me just die. I'm just gonna die. We have to start over. I feel like that, from what I've seen, I'm not sure how much Ninja Gaiden is actually in The Messenger. There's stuff that's Ninja 5.0. Game Boy... I haven't played that one. There should be more, because Ninja Gaiden is such a cool game with kind of a unique feel, coming from the fact, like, just the way the sword feels, the way it's kind of very precise with the way you have to use a sword, but at the same time kind of generous, and enemies always dying in one hit, and like every enemy just kind of pops when you slash it. It's got such a cool feel. Surprising that there aren't more Ninja Gaiden clones. Like, but The Messenger, I haven't played it, but let me ask a question. Does The Messenger, does it have a lot of enemies that die in one hit? And is it very, because I know that the game has like a twist where it opens up and becomes more Metroid-like, which to me seems to defeat the purpose of what it's going for. I don't know. I'm not so sure if I'd even really like The Messenger that much. I should probably try it at some point. I don't know. What are some other indie games that actually draw upon Ninja Gaiden? I'd like to see them. Like, games that are linear, just action fests, linear levels, with enemies that you one-hit kill, and it's very fast-moving. Maybe there's wall climb mechanics or whatever. It doesn't have to be wall climbing like Ninja Gaiden, but some sort of like environment negotiate. Maybe you're climbing on ropes like Shadow the Ninja or something like that. Something like that, you know. Should be more of those. The problem is, like in the indie space, like seemingly all the major popular platformers control like Mega Man X with like Zelda 2 downstab mechanics and wall climbing, like Mega Man X wall climbing. Well, the wall climbing is, I guess, varies, but it's always like double jumps and Mega Man X air dashes and everything. Even this is the thing that drove me crazy about, what was that game called again? The one 2D game that I think actually has a right to call itself a Souls-like, Salt and Sanctuary. Yeah, Salt and Sanctuary. Even that game, which I thought it was kind of cool at first, but even that game devolves into, you get double jumps and like air dashes, and it becomes like every other modern indie platformer. Despite the fact that it really seems like it shouldn't be, since it's trying so hard to like try to be Dark Souls. But no, like around halfway through the game, you end up getting like air dashes and double jumps, and it just, the level design becomes exactly like every other indie platformer of these times. So weird to me. I don't know. I would like to know. I fucked this attempt up pretty bad too. Well, the rust on my Shadow of the Beast playing is very visible. Quite visible, isn't it? Can I get through this water drop section without taking a hit? It's doable, but some of it kind of comes down to luck. Oh, see, right there. If you enter that section and you have 0 hit points, you've done something wrong. Should not enter that, like, there is no explanation that involves good gaming skills for how I could get to that section with 0 hit points. I don't know. Guys, what other game design stuff do you want to talk about? Guys, let's talk about video games. What do you guys think about Final Fantasy 16? You guys want to debate about whether Final Fantasy 16 is good? You want to talk about Baldur's Gate 3? You can't talk about Baldur's Gate 3. It might make Demo feel bad. But I think we can bash Final Fantasy 16. I don't think Demo will care. Ninja 5 is a great. I don't know about new ones. Why play indie games when I could play better old games? That's kind of how I feel. I've heard of Ninja 5.0. I wonder if I'd like that. That's a Game Boy Advance game. I might like that. It looks like a good game, but not a good Final Fantasy. It was an okay movie. No, okay. So, based on what I've seen of Final Fantasy 16, here's my problem. I still don't know whether I would like the gameplay or not. But, to me, it looks like a movie that I would turn off. That's my problem with Final Fantasy 16. It looks like a movie I would turn off. Like, I tried watching, especially... there's no point in watching the gameplay stuff, because the gameplay stuff is this very basic kind of... It looks flashy, but it's also not really that exciting to watch. Like, honestly, it's not that exciting to watch the gameplay. It's just kind of... It's all very whatever. It might be fun to play. I don't know. But the story content in Final Fantasy 16 to me looks terrible. Like, it actually looks terrible to me. And I've tried, like, sitting down to watch it several times. Like, I've invested a couple of hours into just, like, watching cutscenes. Just to see if I could get a sense for how I feel about Final... And there's just something so unpleasantly generic Game of Thrones to me that really turns me off about it. I don't like any of the characters. Well, like, there's this one cutscene where you're, like, dealing with, like, this sexy evil lady, and I like that she was wearing, like, a weird sexy costume. That's Final Fantasy to me. Weird sexy costumes are Final Fantasy, and that's good. But the actual writing of the dialogue, I'll give me the writing of any other Final Fantasy any day. I'll take the writing of any other Final Fantasy over what I'm seeing. So, good game? I don't know. I don't know if I would... I just don't think I would like it. I can't even watch the cutscenes without just getting, like, irritation. But that's just me. I have very particular tastes, though. Those are just my tastes. I'm only saying how I feel. I know that I'm a little bit eccentric and I have particular tastes, so I guess anything that seems Game of Thrones-y, if that is an adjective that makes sense to use, we can use that adjective. I'm kind of allergic to it. Damn it. I take every hit there. Alright, it's fine. Ninja 5.0. I do want to check Ninja 5.0. I do want to check that. Wait, hold on.
Always do, Master.
I don't care about whatever that is. Oh, it's a Konami game. Okay. Oh. Well, it definitely does not look Ninja Gaiden-y. Aside from the fact that you're playing a ninja, it doesn't look Ninja Gaiden-y at all. It looks like Metroid Fusion-ish, maybe? I guess it's an action. I guess it's more of like a linear action. Except with grappling hook mechanics, which is kind of Bionic Commando-ish, I guess. This looks cool, though. It looks cool. Like, at first, when I saw, like, I thought that like with the railings and stuff, it looks a lot like Shinobi or what is that game? Rolling Thunder? But it doesn't really look Rolling Thunder-ish. It looks much more... Like, the movement looks much more robust than just jumping all over the place and getting grappling mechanics. I don't know, it looks cool. I'll play that. Whoops, wrong scene. We're not doing that today. We'll do that tomorrow. We'll do more Flip Pendo tomorrow. Okay. Where am I? What was I doing? Let me get the fireball. Stereotypically Japanese for the most part, with some great grounded scenes and even some self-aware characters in between. Stereotypically Japanese. I did not detect that at all. I did not detect any stereotype. Like, it feels very Western to me in a way that I did not care for. I wish it was stereotypically. If it was stereotypically Japanese, I feel like I'm much more likely to like it. Like, how is it? I don't know. I don't know. All I can say is I didn't get any sense of stereotypical Japaneseness from the story. I got none of that. The writing felt very Game of Thrones, very trying to be like an HBO show. And I don't know, maybe it succeeded in being a modern HBO show, but I don't know if I like modern HBO shows. HBO shows from like the early 2010s or earlier, or like the mid 2010s. I mean, it was at the level of, wait, what's it? I mean, well, what are some good? You know, because I'm thinking like Breaking Bad is not HBO. But I guess stuff like Sopranos. Wait, what are the really good HBO shows? I don't remember. I'm sure there's some stuff I liked at some point. Okay, the next time it comes back, it's gonna sandwich me. So we have to kill it. Dude, we have to kill it now. Time to die. It's time to die. Are you serious? Oh my god. Man, it's funny. I don't remember that boss being hard, but I almost died there again from I guess I don't know. Okay. Okay, now I need to start playing serious. Do not go to the left. You don't want to trigger those guys. I gotta focus now. We've actually progressed past that first real boss. And every hit point is precious now. I think there is I don't remember the route too well. I think we go up here. And I think we go left here. There's something to the left I need here, I think. Like a switch, maybe. We gotta deal with these guys. Oh yeah, this switch. The switch that says don't touch, we do need to touch that. That is a troll by the developers. This generation's God of War 3 with more side quests. Very anime. It's not, well, no. I must not have seen the anime parts, because to me, it is not anime enough. In terms of like the dialogue, the written dialogue, it feels very... I don't know what you mean, I guess. Like, how do you mean? Like, in what way do you think it's anime? Because normally, things that are anime, I like. It's not just the setting, though. It's the dialogue. Look, I think mainly the thing that makes me bounce off is the dialogue. We should just watch some scenes from it, maybe. I can't stand the dialogue in the game. I don't think the dialogue is very anime at all. I think the dialogue feels like wannabe. It feels very Western. Oh yeah, that's right. There's +4 strength there. And if I go left here, there's gonna be like a skeleton. And it's got a key that I need. Yeah. This is right. Oh, the bouncing eyeballs. That's right. Can I kill these? No. Gotta avoid them. And then there's gonna be these. Oh yeah, there's those things too. Oh, I fucked that part up. Shit. Gotta watch out for the red guys. I don't know. Well, I don't remember exactly where the potions are going to be. So I remember there are some parts where you kind of have to go a ways before getting to the next potion. So you can't be taking too much damage all over the place. There's some parts you need to play very good. Okay, here's this. Here's the giant, the skeleton that has a key. This skeleton only appears here, in this spot in the game. He's just like a giant skeleton that has a key. I guess they curse a lot. Yeah, that's one thing. Okay, that's not the only thing about the dialogue that bothers me, but it is one thing. The cursing in Final Fantasy 16 is really awkward and terrible, in my opinion. Like, it's terrible. Like, it feels really out of place. It reminds me of the cursing in New Star Trek. Maybe in some ways, Final Fantasy... You know what? I would go as far as to say that Final Fantasy 16, the writing, reminds me of modern Star Treks. In that there's a lot... Like, it's trying too hard to be, like, edgy and modern and hip, and it just feels wrong. But the cursing in that... The cursing feels terrible. Like, it feels so out of place in Final Fantasy 16. What's up? Did you know this is also for TurboGrafx 16? That snail only appears... That's a unique snail. He only appears in this platform. A lot of unique enemies that only appear once. This game has... this is the original version of this game. How's it going, Sapphire Drew? This game has ports on Genesis, TurboGrafx 16. Was there a Super Famicom port? I don't think so. But there's ports on like every computer system, like Amstrad and... Oh, it's a port for Atari Lynx. Commodore 64. And there's tons of ports of this game. The TurboGrafx 16 is notable. It's a notable port. There's also a Genesis port, but the TurboGrafx 16 version is notable for having the CD music. So some people say that that's a particularly good version to play, but I don't know. I gotta try it one of these times. Oh man, this part is... Oh, I fucked this part up already. I don't remember the route too well. No! Oh shit, dude. I'm gonna fucking die here probably. You gotta be very careful here. Can I kill these things? No, I don't think I can. Oh my god, okay. Should not be taking that much damage here. I'm probably gonna die here. I think it's already kind of over for me. Oh no! Oh shit! Oh no! Okay. Oh, this is a hard part. Gotta play it cool. Okay, that timing seemed good. I don't know how far I've got to go to get to another health potion, but I'm almost dead here. There's gonna be a part with... Yeah, the Psygnosis balls. We can just run... Oh, I forgot about that red guy. Fuck. There might be a health potion coming up pretty soon, I think. Maybe. Can we make... Oh, this guy! A unique slug on the ground. Can I kill him? Oh, he got me. Oh! That's as far as we could make it, huh? We couldn't even make it out of the first area. Let's try again. Stereotypically Japanese Final Fantasy story following all the paces in a very repetitive manner. Well, are you talking about the plot, Horrible Hog? Because I can't really speak to the plot. Well, tell me more about that. Like, what specifically about the plot do you think is stereotypically Japanese Final Fantasy story? But my issue, I don't know about the plot. My issue with the story is the dialogue. It's the dialogue that I don't like. You know what? Let's take a quick look at it, actually. Wait. Let's take a little break. Let's take a quick look at it again. Pretty sure you saw me beat this game? Yeah, I did beat it. I did. I do have I have the video on here still. So I have proof. I did beat this game. It's a hard game. I'm just like rusty. It's been a while since I played this game. But yes, I did indeed beat Shadow of the Beast. I was kind of curious to see how rusty it would be if I came back to it. Turns out, very rusty. Oh, look how fast I'm... Okay, that's how you're supposed to play. Is this the winning attempt here? Oh, here, let me see how I do this part in my winning video.
Amazing classic Amiga game. I'm a true American hero. Thanks, Skittles. That's what I'm always telling myself.
Yeah. Wait, let me see how I do. Okay, so this part...
It's gonna happen. I'm a true American hero. Thanks, Skittles. That's what I'm always telling myself.
Just run. Just run and then duck there for a second.
I knew somebody
man.
thought that.
Look how good I'm playing this part. After I've had like 12 hours of practice at this game. Yeah, no, I did beat the game. There's like video proof here. I did beat it. Look, here. Here's me beating the game. Watch. There's no way I'm going to beat this game tonight. But, I don't know. We'll just see how far I can de-rust. The ending is like here. This final part is pretty hard if you haven't practiced it too. Yeah, see there, I beat the game. That's true. Alright, let's look at here. Let's just look at Final Fantasy 16. This is my relaxation stream, so I can do whatever I want. If we can look at Final Fantasy 16 footage if we want. Yeah, we can do whatever I want. Let's just look at Final Fantasy 16. I don't know, let's find some cutscenes to look at. I don't know. The gameplay looks fine, I guess. The only problem, from what I can see with the gameplay, is it looks very button mashy. But, you know, I don't know. It's not necessarily such a bad thing. I kind of don't like these fonts. I feel like they've been using these fonts since Final Fantasy 12, and I'm getting kind of tired of these. I don't know, something about the fonts I'm not crazy about. Especially for the pop-up numbers. There's something too technical about them or something. Okay, here we go. Here's some yeah, let's get some nice cutscenes. Let's just really get into it. I like the design of Shiva. She still looks cool.
All right.
I don't like the.
I won't take long.
All right. I mean, the game does have the problem that Dragon Quest 12 has, and like basically every fantasy game has, that it's just riddled. It's completely riddled. It's maggoty with fucking posh British actors of like a certain kind. It's so tiresome at this point. It's not even just that it's like always British actors. It's always the same type of British actors doing these same type of voices. So there's that problem, but that was a problem with Dragon Quest 12 or Dragon Quest 11. But Dragon Quest 11 I just played in Japanese, so that solves that issue. Oh, maybe you can play this game in Japanese too. Maybe I would actually like this game if it was in Japanese. Who knows? You know, the plot and the way of the pacing of it. Win a DVD from the normie, quite likely. Yeah, see, but that's the thing is, it's not the plot that bothers me. It's the dialogue. But I didn't think of. You probably can play it in Japanese, right? I wonder if it would be more palatable for me in Japanese. Okay, let's just get to some story. I will say also, from what I've heard of the soundtrack is not good. I will go as far as to say, I thought I didn't like the soundtrack for Final Fantasy 15 either. I'm not even that big of a fan of Final Fantasy 14 soundtrack. I don't think Final Fantasy 14 soundtrack is overall that good. Like, I feel like the last 3 Final Fantasies, the soundtracks have just been kind of really bad. Well, they've had they're not actually out and out bad. And actually Final Fantasy 15 did have the huge advantage of, even though the unique soundtrack for Final Fantasy 15 is kind of bad in my opinion, it does have the car, and you can listen to like every old Final Fantasy soundtrack, and that is great. But if I'm just rating the game based on its original soundtrack, like the Final Fantasy 15 soundtrack to me is like
have more for you.
It's depressingly bland. I don't care about spoilers at all. And it seems like everybody here who wants to have played the game has played it already, so I don't think the spoilers are in it. I mean, this is still early in the game anyway. Well, yeah, let's look at Gizmo's video, I suppose.
At Amiga, we know the most
We
important.
know. The constant cutscenes. See, I'd be okay with constant cutscenes as long as I like the story. Constant cutscenes is fine. Here's how I feel about that. It's fine as long as I like the story. If I don't like the story, then it's not fine. And that's it. I mean, there's nothing that says that a game has to be gameplay all the time. There's nothing wrong with like games being story heavy. I like story. I like certain visual novel style games a lot. Like I love Phoenix Wright games. I love Danganronpa. I have no problem. I love even some Kojima games have like huge amounts of cutscenes, and sometimes that's okay. It's just whether I like the cutscenes or not.
What happened here? He tried to take him from me.
I don't think I've seen this cutscene before.
My darling. Darling.
Oh yeah, I hate that too. That is a modern game design thing that I find super annoying. It is a nitpicking. It's not a major issue. It's a nitpicky thing, but I hate that. And I've complained about this before. The circle prompts where you like hold the button down to like fill up the circle. I'm sick of that. That needs to stop. I'd like that to stop. It's stupid. There's no reason for it. It's just completely pointless. I don't care what the reason is. It's stupid.
Why, Mother? Why did you betray us all?
You have no right.
Well, Skittles, to me, that means you must not. There must be something about the cutscenes you don't like. Because if you were really invested in the cutscenes, I don't think you would mind. So there must be something about them you don't like. Because there's definitely something about them I don't like. Hiding loading. That could be true, Gizmo.
To him.
But I would rather just have loading times.
Savage. Show some respect for those who raised you.
Well, like, I don't know what you mean, Horrible Hog. Like, if there's gameplay, they're not pretending to put gameplay. Like, they are putting gameplay. It's okay to have gameplay and then... I mean, I guess there is something kind of weird about, like, having, like, 5 hours of cutscenes and then, like, 1 hour of gameplay. If the ratio is off, it's kind of weird. But I don't think it's still not necessarily a bad thing.
Honorable Elwyn, always thinking of his precious homeland. But what worth is a homeland in a world beset by the Blight?
Father did not seek to protect his country. He sought to protect his people.
A leader's duty is not to protect his people. It is to protect the source of his sovereignty. The noble blood that runs in his family's veins. So long as this bloodline remains unbroken, what does it matter if a nation falls? One can always found another. Unlike him...
Oh, dude, what's up, Veritasu? Hey, Veritasu. I was in the middle of playing... I'm on my comeback stream from... Disagree walking. Oh, I'm on my... Hey, Veritasu, what's up? What were you playing? I just finished with 4 conventions in a row where I did super long drives, and I just got back, and we're just kind of having a relaxing stream. And in order to relax, I was playing Shadow of the Beast on Amiga. That's what I was doing to relax. But now we're taking a little break because we were talking about Final Fantasy 16. We are looking right now at cutscenes from Final Fantasy 16, and we're passing judgment upon them. So I hope that you'll enjoy joining me for this endeavor. We're going to get back to Shadow of the Beast. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? These are bad graphics. These are not... No. I don't see any good graphics on this. Like, I don't see good graphics here. I don't know what you're talking about.
The whole world might kneel. That is why I gave Rosaria to Sambrek, that I might join my line with the Lesages and birth a savior of this benighted land, blessed by both Bahamut and the Phoenix.
You sold your country for a child.
Why did he need another? You had Joshua.
I had nothing.
It's just, I don't know. I don't like the writing. Maybe if I play this in Japanese, maybe I should look in this in I don't know. Maybe it's just the English version. I feel like the writing in this game is shit. That's just how I feel. I don't know. I can't listen to 2 seconds of this without wanting to just click off. The anime part is coming. This is shit though. When's the anime start? Because this just seems like bargain basement C grade Game of Thrones, and I don't even like A grade Game of Thrones that much.
You were always your father's son.
Why do people like this?
Strong and bold and
I do not understand.
Able to awaken. Would that Joshua had been granted a tenth of your strength. Oh! How the nobles laughed that Elwyn's firstborn was surely the
It's
son of
just the writing.
and my own, not long for this world.
It's not the situation, it's not the plot, it's the writing.
Being slandered by one's inferiors.
Maybe it's also the British. Yeah, maybe part of it is just the British accents are really annoying me in this. They annoy me in general. Like I probably would not have been able to enjoy Dragon Quest XI nearly as much if I'd had to play it in English, because the English accents were annoying me in that as well. English accents are out of control in modern games. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe it's just I can't do English accents anymore. No more. Especially just random generic if this doesn't take place in England, it's just generic fantasy. Why does... I don't know. My brain doesn't like it anymore.
How could you ever know how that feels?
I don't know what the fuck I can't pay attention to what she's saying. Because I hate her. I want her to shut up. I have no idea what the story... I can't listen to it.
The Phoenix and the duchy foisted on him. That's why I became his shield.
This is so terrible. It's so overdone. It's so over dramatized. It's not just the writing, it's also the acting. Like, the voice acting is terrible also. It's not just the fact that it's in British. Like, it's maudlin. Like, this is maudlin. Like, this is almost verging on high school play level of acting. To me...
But what did you do? You betrayed your own blood.
Like, is this a parody?
Surrendered your son to his fate.
It's like, this is funny.
My darling boy. I never meant to hurt him. The soldiers' orders were clear. He was to be spared.
No. The Titus dialogue in Final Fantasy X is 10,000 times better than this. And I'm not joking. It's 10,000 times better. Because at least that is not like a pale, far-removed parody of, like, trying to be like Game of Thrones. In denial of what? Final Fantasy X... Well, no. Final Fantasy X has better voice acting and better writing. Straight up. This is shit. Look, this is bargain... This is bottom of the barrel. There is no worse than this. How can something be worse than this? Gizmo. I don't understand. My brain can't understand that.
Window. Joshua is here. The Phoenix lives on. He's battling Bahamut as we speak.
When is the anime? Oh, this is my favorite part. All right, let's get to the anime part. Let's see how that is.
Mom.
That is just...
Also, we added
It's worse than I thought.
okay?
The writing is so bad. The acting is so bad. Everything about it is just terrible. Yeah, let's get to the anime part. Maybe that's better. Terrible. It's terrible. Of course Skittles doesn't like... Of course Skittles doesn't want to see 5 hours of this. I can't sit through 10 minutes of this. I don't know. I need to see it in Japanese to see how I feel about it then. Maybe it's just the delivery. It's terrible. It's not the fact that it's a 5-hour cutscene. Look, it's not the fact that these cutscenes are... If these cutscenes were just like 10 minutes long and there was like 5 of them, that would still be 50 minutes too much. This is just awful. It doesn't matter how long they are. Well, it does matter because the longer the worse, but these are just badly done. I don't understand. I don't get why people... I don't understand why people, like, compliment the writing in these. it just seems like it's so cliche. It's just wall to wall, pure cliche dribble. It's an impression of what somebody thinks like a fantasy thing should be. Nah, I mean, anime has tons of cliches, but it, you know, I mean, it depends on the anime. Some anime is really cliche. Another anime is, like, not as bad as this.
Joshua.
Maybe that's part of it. Maybe this is also has kind of a Marvel feel to it as well. I mean, you're right about that, Skittles. But to be fair, I don't think Marvel stuff is... I think most Marvel stuff is well written with its dialogue. I just think that the plots are they feel very they tend to have bad third acts, and they feel very manufactured. And they're too samey. Like, there's certain Marvel movies I think are really well written, and I still like, but a lot, like, yeah. If you're just, like, looking at clips, like, if we just looked at clips of good Marvel movies, it's 10 million times better than what we're watching now. But overall, Marvel stuff just gets way too samey. It's not the writing that's necessarily the problem, except insofar as that Marvel stuff, it all has the same feel, the same tone, that same kind of jokey tone, and it gets very mind-numbing after a while. Plus, from what I've heard, and I've seen very little, Marvel stuff has gone very downhill after Infinity War, but there was a time where Marvel stuff was, like, kind of well-written, and I don't know. But yeah, Marvel stuff is mostly identical. That's not the problem. Like, it doesn't matter if this is identical to something else. I mean, part of it is the fact that it's very cliche, but this writing is just terrible. Nothing new with Marvel? It kind of does, though. Like, this feels more Marvel than anime, I would say. Honestly. I feel like there's a bit... I don't feel like this is that anime. Like, this has got a bit more Marvel to it. Especially with the music, which... This music sucks. This music is not anime at all. Well, I don't know. I guess there is some anime that has music like this, too, these days. Which I tend to not like. But there's still anime with good music. Comics themselves that are repetitive. Yeah, that's probably a good point, Horrible Hog. This is literally inspired by animes? Which animes, Gizmo? Got references? Well, it can I mean, just because it has references doesn't mean that this feels like an anime. I don't know. I don't know if this doesn't particularly feel that anime to me. I don't know, this is just whatever. I don't give a shit about this. Like, this is just boring. This is just boring effects. Like, this reminds me of Marvel insofar of that it's like, it's just boring effects-driven blandness. Kind of. I don't know. I mean, a big part of it is that the music sucks. Is there any good music in this game? There has to be, right? Even Final Fantasy 15 had some good music. You kind of had to dig to find it. Hey, colleague, what's up? Now we're watching and criticizing Final Fantasy 16. We're gonna get back to Shadow of the Beast at some point. The music is so shit. Wait, let's just skip. Let's just whatever. Let's go back to the other video I was watching. That video is shit. I hate that. I can't stand that. I don't know. Zone of Enders 2 is a masterpiece. Dude, I'll bet it is. Here, let's try to get some perspective real quick. Way better. See, no, okay, you know what you did? You did something wrong there, Gizmo. You put a troll face. You should not have put that troll face, because I think that's just a true statement. Alright, now let's look at clips from... Let's look at like some clips from Zone of the Enders, too. I haven't played... I want to play the Zone of Enders. I was watching somebody stream it a little bit. And it looks pretty good. It looks kind of Evangelion. Which is good. Already 1,000 times better music. 3 seconds in. Oh, see, now the music is actually good in this. Cool. Yeah, this looks good.
What do you plan to do with Jahuti?
I think it could be sold at a high price.
Oh, I didn't know that this had anime cutscenes in it. That's awesome.
Ada, please answer my question. You're going to Almon, aren't you?
Now, so the dialogue like this, people would definitely also... Many people consider this to be badly written, but it's not so much that it's badly written as it's just like it's localized dialogue from another language, so it's got that kind of localized awkwardness to it. But I like that, and I'm kind of biased because I've grown to, be able to fully enjoy that. Also, like, after studying Japanese for a while, I can watch stuff like this and I can sort of feel the Japanese script behind it a little bit better. Well, I think that, being exposed to so much media like this has sort of granted me an affinity to it. But you can kind of feel the difference between the way that Japanese scripts are written from like American scripts, like being much more straightforward in some ways and not like American scripts tend to be dripping with irony, or that's the thing that's weird about. I don't know.
Whose order is that?
It's a command which arose from.
It's a different writing style. I do generally prefer the writing styles of.
Kidding me? Who would allow such a thing? Hey, Ada, I won't allow you to do that.
You're worried as
See, the acting is not good, but it's fine. This is still.
Are you stupid?
This is 3,000 times easier to watch than what we were just watching. Final Fantasy XVI's cutscenes are unwatchable. They're just unwatchable garbage. Like this I can watch, even with its awkwardness.
All right, I get rid of Almon.
Although I don't know.
Then you don't need to blow up Jehuti.
I'd have to actually watch it to like actually properly judge the story. But
once Almon is destroyed, you'll be alive. That's enough, isn't it?
like the music is actually good. That helps. The presentation is good. A little bit of stilted dialogue is fine. Oh, that's good. Oh, dude, look how cool these anime cutscenes. Dude, the anime cutscenes look so cool. This game looks awesome. With like a remaster for Panzer Dragoon Saga? I don't know. Well, yeah, I mean, I suppose. I don't want a remaster for it. They should just re-release it. Or if they want to do a remaster where you can play the original version, that's the identical version of as long as the original version is made more available, then that's good. I don't want a remaster like the Panzer Dragoon remaster where they kind of change the visuals. It's got to stay true to the original visuals. That Panzer Dragoon 1 remaster, I think, is kind of problematic. Unfortunately, a lot of remasters are like that these days. So I don't want something like that, though. But making stuff like that more available for modern audiences is good. Yeah, see, this looks good. I don't know. The battles look cool too. I'd have to get into it more. That looks cool. Let's look at like cutscenes from Final Fantasy X, a good Final Fantasy, just to sort of get some perspective. Let's look at cutscenes from Final Fantasy X, not the remastered version, the original PS2 cutscenes, PS2 long play. Let's get that. Oh god, no, it's that's what we need, Gizmo. You need more perspective because it's good. Oh, this is still some high definition shit. Oh, it's the HD. Dude, I want the HD remaster though, because the HD remaster kind of fucks up the facial animations. It fucks some things up. I want the PS2 version. Yeah. Oh, I love the title screen music. That's more like it.
You might find someone you recognize.
Yeah. So we need like late game cutscenes that have key characters, especially Riku. Riku actually has a really good voice actress in this game. Peak Kingdom Hearts Final Fantasy era is a good era.
Okay, leave it to me. I'll get you to Luca. Promise. You'd rather stay here? Okay, I'll go tell the others. Wait here. Oh. And one thing...
There's nothing cringe about this. This is fine.
Don't tell anyone you're from Xanarkand, okay? Yevon says it's a holy place. You might upset someone.
Also, Riku, just with her... Like, she actually has pretty good voice acting. Like, the voice acting varies. Like, people like to make fun of Tidus. I actually think Tidus is kind of underrated. I think the voice acting in this game is actually pretty good. Like, Wakka's voice is actually amazing. Yuna's voice is very good as well. Right? Tidus is one of the... Like, Tidus could be weak in some scenes, but I do think he has, like... His voice kind of has certain charm to it. some of the voice acting is weak, obviously, of like being from the time, and some of the localization is stilted when they were still kind of working out. I still, you know what this game doesn't have? Wall-to-wall, horrible, like annoying British voice actors. It's not over dramatized. It's not just, I don't know. There's just something about Final Fantasy 16's presentation with its like in your face maudlin. It's so maudlin. Like this, I don't know. The character stuff in this, where the characters just kind of talk to each other and they feel like normal people, to me is so much more endearing and easier to get into than like that shit.
But it hasn't.
Shenmue is a gem. I love Shenmue. I'm sorry. Well, Shenmue, you got to remember with Shenmue, they were on purpose with the English localization going for like a martial arts movie sort of dub type of sound. Like I don't know, I was reading an article when we were playing Shenmue that's one of they were kind of going for that on purpose. They were trying to have the spirit of kind of a bad Chinese martial arts movie dub. So I don't know if that fully explains all of the weirdness of the localization, but they were kind of leaning into that a little bit. And I think that kind of gets lost in the translation now. If you go back now and you play Shenmue, you don't realize necessarily that they were kind of going for that on purpose. So it just seems like kind of weird and like it's easy to make fun of. But I think there's also with Shenmue, there's a ton of charm to the voice acting. It's
To tell the truth, I don't even know what the Crusaders are.
like his voice acting isn't that bad here.
Sin, the toxin.
But also the overall presentation of this scene is so much more watchable.
Crusaders are sworn to battle sin.
I don't know. Let's cite some other cutscenes. By the way, Waka, the guy who plays Waka in 10 is the voice actor of Bender, and he actually does a really good job of voice. Waka's voice acting is underrated in this game.
Victory! To
But
win every match, defeat every opposing team, to bring the Crystal Cup back to our island. That's all we need to do to win. Easy, huh?
Yeah? I like the way he says yeah. Like, the voice actor who plays Waka gives that character a ton of charisma. A ton of charisma. The dude who plays Bender. What do you think of Harry Potter? Well, now we're just changing top. No, I like the books. I don't know. I love the books, actually. I like the movies, too. Generally, I like the movies. But, seems like a very tangential question. All right, let's go back to Final Fantasy 16. All right, now let's compare that to Final Fantasy 16's terrible shit. Look, it's really old Riker. Because we found really old Riker.
Would you? No. I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Let's see if we can find some cutscenes in here that I don't hate.
Xena Dalamil. Do you know her?
Oh, they're kind of doing a Shenmue thing here with like going around talking to NPCs and asking them, "Have you heard of this person?"
Where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy.
All right, you know what? I will say this. I don't like Clive. He seems to me to be the worst Final Fantasy main character in the series. It's probably just his voice.
Where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy.
But
The Briar's Kiss.
I don't know. His character design is, I don't know. It's just it's all right. It's not terrible, but he just doesn't. He's not main character worthy. You do hate his voice. I don't know. His voice, it's like he's going for this like kind of manly, deep, but like British kind of tough guy voice. I think it's his characterization. Like, so apparently, I don't know that much about this game's plot, but he's like a dude looking for revenge, and he's like all bitter. It just doesn't work for me. I don't know. I don't know. It's fine. He's kind of like, he's edgy, and he's all edgy and dark, which is fine, but he goes about it in such a bland way. I don't know. I'll take the kind of awkward, even the awkward asshole-ish, the jerkishness of Squall, I would take over.
The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss.
The voice acting on NPCs like that, her voice acting is so bland. Her voice acting is so bland.
Thank you.
Like, there's no character. You say what you will. Okay, sure, you can say that, like, in Final Fantasy X, there's, like, a garishness to, like, some of the characters and the voice acting, and Some of it is stilted, but there's character. There's like a sense of fun. There's no sense of fun to anything in this game. Maybe that's part of what I don't like. There's no sense of fun. There's no sense of like humor to anything. Yeah, but is there an NPC? I get the feeling that every NPC is that exact same thing. Look, is this guy gonna have a sense of guys? What do you guys think? Let's look at this random NPC. All right, do you think this guy's gonna have a sense of fun? Is this guy gonna stand out, or is he gonna be incredibly bland? What do you guys think? I'm gonna say bland. Let's see.
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil, a long-standing pillar of your community.
Say what you will about Shenmue, and it's like really bad voice acting, but every interaction with NPCs is entertaining in Shenmue.
I believe,
Look at the interactions with the NPCs in this game.
He's been here for years.
Oh, it's so down to earth and realistic. Wow, this is how real people really would act if you ask them questions. Oh yeah, oh, he's just giving the information. He's just giving information. And it almost sort of seems like a real person. And there's no character and there's no soul. This game has no soul.
Let's go and find out exactly what this Furter knows.
By the way, the main character also has no soul. The main character may as well be one of these NPCs. He has no personality. Aside from vaguely, I get a sense that he kind of wants vengeance. But otherwise, he has no personality whatsoever.
Stick your nose in.
Dude, like, okay. Oh, we're gonna have a... Oh, here we go. Oh, man, we're gonna get some angry dialogue. Now, this is gonna be good. Oh, sniffing around, yeah.
I beg your pardon?
Mm-hmm.
Don't play the fool.
Yeah.
Stick your nose in our business.
Oh, generic dudes getting mad with some, like, cliche dialogue, and they're gonna fight him. Wow, that's really great. Wow. Wow, the dialogue, the writing sure has matured in modern Final Fantasies. Wow. I'm getting so it's so entertaining. Yeah, okay. All right, let's see if there's any. Let's go later. Oh, here we go. Let's talk to this lady. Oh, quest accepted. I bet this is gonna be good. Look at another random NPC. I bet she's gonna have a great dialogue. You like having no fun in the game, but you don't like when fun is kind of enforced forcefully. You like having no fun in the game? Are you sure about that though? Wait, you want to think that through? I don't think I do like having no fun in the game. Sure if I agree with you on that.
Oh? And why is that?
Remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attack?
Hey, Alex Pigment, what's up? I'm gonna get back to playing Shadow of the Beast soon. We're just like looking at some Final Fantasy VI footage and critiquing it on stream right now, just because I feel like it. I'm back from Matsuri-ken. I'm freshly back from driving 16 hours back from Houston, Texas. I drove 10 hours today to come back to look at footage of Final Fantasy 16 and be bored out of my mind.
I've come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all.
She's not daft.
For him to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens.
I don't care. Okay, where's the cutscene where like something interesting happens? Does that ever happen ever? If I was playing this, I would skip every single quest. And I know the game was probably on the easy side. I've heard that, so we can probably get away with that. Luckily, you can do that in Dragon Quest XI. Dragon Quest XI, I really enjoyed the main narrative parts, but the side quests were just annoying filler content. But fortunately, you can skip all of it. It makes the game much more... And the game is still 100 hours to play through anyway, even if you skip all the filler content, all the filler side quests. So it seems like you really should. You really ought to. I mean, I guess I did a few of them here. I didn't skip all of them. How are you doing, Alex Pigment? Yeah, it's worth it. How are you doing? This seems like a budget Witcher. See, I don't even think I like The Witcher that much, because The Witcher is not my style. But having said that, I think I could recognize the difference in quality. I feel like if we now go to Witcher clips, even though it still wouldn't really be my thing, it's not something I want to play, I think I would be able to recognize, oh yeah, this is clearly better written. It does seem like budget Witcher. I think you're right. Some funny scenes. Well, not budget in terms of presentation, and graphics. But in terms of writing, it seems like budget Witcher. Yes. Definitely. I'm assuming so. I'm assuming Witcher games have to be better written than this. Now, I've seen very little, but I get the impression that they're not this badly written. Equate cost with length of a game. Seemingly everybody does, Alex Pigman. Seemingly it's still such a common thing to equate cost with length. Like, oh yeah, this game is long. This game isn't long enough, so I'm not getting my money's worth. Look a lot more sparse. See, like that, I don't care about that so much about environments being sparse, but they definitely look very bland. There's nothing about the environments that are interesting at all. I will say that. Dude, I don't know. Is there anything? Where's the interesting cutscenes in this game? Is there anything? Should I go back to the beginning? I don't. Wait, is there all quest? Oh, dude, this is just. Oh, no wonder. This is just quest. I don't want to see that. Wait, let's just. Oh, I mean, this would probably be better. All right, let's just. That was all quest. So that was. But you know what? We need to get a sense of how bland and stale and boring the quest dialogue is. So that's fine. Now let's get some like cutscene stuff. It's part 1. Let's look at part 2. I already seen some of that. So let's jump ahead to part 2. Looks like an MMO. I mean, it looks very realistic, the environments, but it just looks boring. Like a lot of modern games, the environments look very realistic and very boring and bland. And some people look at that and they say, wow, it's so beautiful. And I don't get that.
He must be stopped.
Because it seems like a lot of people still equate realism with beauty. When it comes to video games in particular. The blandness is a part. So here we go. Here's a cutscene. Or no, I guess that's not a real cutscene. Let's get some real cutscenes where like dramatic stuff happens. Is there ever a part in the game where you meet a character that's interesting? Does that ever happen? Does that ever happen in the game? What other characters are there? I know that you have some sidekicks. When do the good characters join you? Nope, no good characters here. Nope. Nope. This guy, there's no way this guy's a main party member because look at him. Like, he just looks like just dude. Who gives a shit? That guy can't be... Oh, there's a girl that... Alright. You just skipped them? No, there couldn't be anything good there. Wait, are you serious? Wait, where? Is this where the good stuff is, allegedly? Another generic... Maybe this girl has a personality.
You're Bernard the carpenter, yes?
I am. I didn't realize my name was known so widely.
I'm a friend of Martha's. She asked us to come and find you.
Well, I'm very grateful for it. I just finished checking these piles.
Alright, no. Nothing's happening here. When is there... Final Fantasy X is so much better in every possible way. Except maybe the voice acting. But even then, even though this voice acting is like more technically proficient, it's still blander and boringer. Final Fantasy X is better. And then like the graphics are more realistic. But you know what? The graphics of Final Fantasy X are better. Because they're more interesting. Final Fantasy X are better. Yeah, you tell them Flip. Because they're more interesting to look at. You know what? The graphics of Final Fantasy X are... No, we can't be watching... No, we're not going to watch that. No, we're not... Oops, wrong video. Wrong thing. We're not going to watch Sweet Home right now. No, the Final Fantasy X is better in every possible way. It's better in every possible way, Gizmo. It's just better. This is shit. In every way, this is shit. I don't... It's... that's fine. You can disagree. It's just my opinion. Is this where the interesting stuff happens? Oh my god. All right, so... Is it? No, I can't sit through this. I can't. This is terrible. No. Maybe. Okay, here we go. Where's the anime happen? There's no anime. This game is devoid of anime. When does it happen? It's just boring people talking. Skittles, that might be really funny. I don't know. It would be so painful. It would be like the equivalent of Until Dawn, except 3 times as long or something. How long is this game? 20? People say this game is short for a AAA game, but it's probably still way too long. Go to the next part? Alright, let's go to the next part. Oh my god, nothing happens in this entire 2-hour part. Alright, when is something gonna happen? This is all animates printed differently. There's 0 anime. I detect 0 anime. Where is the anime? This is just like modern, bland, AAA Western fantasy shit. Where's the anime? There's 0 anime. I mean, she looks kind of anime, but she doesn't talk anime. She doesn't talk like a Japanese person.
I've let the mayor down once already. It would be cruel to disappoint him again.
When you hover over the bar?
Ask around.
Like, where is that, though?
Anything like this?
Oh, okay, maybe... oh, okay, here we go. This might be something.
I and the other shields would have stood guard here and prayed for my brother's safe return. Where the hell did he go?
Perhaps he went inside.
He couldn't have.
I hate the voice acting in this game so much. I hate the voice acting. It's just so boring. Oh, man. Something's actually happening, though. For a change. That's amazing. He's going to open a door. At least that's something that's happening. Not just talking to barmaids about bland, boring stuff endlessly over and over again. Alright, door open. I guess that's a little bit cool.
You sure about this?
Are you sure about this? Man, something's happening.
Nevermore.
Nevermore? What kind of stupid fantasy speak is that? Nevermore. No, that's not... No. No. That's just pretentious, wannabe, stupid Game of Thrones shit. You could hardly call it ruined.
Like it was built yesterday.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
The writing in this game is not good. Like, the writing is bad. This is bad writing. This is shit writing. I can't get invested in the characters because at every turn... Dude, alright, you know what? Let's try this. Let's just see if is there a long play of the game in Japanese? I wonder if it would like sort of mitigate the bad writing if it was in Japanese. 100% seriously. Oh my god, it takes it so seriously and yet it's so pretentious and nothingness. Am I triggered? Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. We don't need to use that word. That's such an annoying word. I'm not triggered. There is no triggered. I'm comically irritated, mainly for the entertainment value of Skittles. No, it's just fun to like look at this stuff and marvel at it. Yeah, all right. I don't know. Let's go to a later part, but in Japanese. No, it's fun. This is fun. It's fun to look at something and just bash it. It's just cathartic, you know? We're having fun. If you like the game, maybe you should like leave the stream for a little while and come back. Maybe like another 10 minutes. Let's see how it is in Japanese. Wait. Here we go. This is better. You can't shake the anime. I wish it was more. Now it feels a little bit more anime. I'm finally detecting the anime, like a little bit. But the character designs are still kind of bland. Aside from, like, okay, so like the main character he does have a little bit of that sort of Nomura look, and like the girl with the gray hair had that look, and some of the characters have a little bit of that Nomura look, but a lot of the characters, it's very realistic with the style, so that really kind of cuts the anime down a lot. The music sounds very generic, kind of the directing, the writing, the acting, everything nothing really seems anime about the game at all, for the most part. At least if you put Japanese voice actors in there, it starts to feel a little bit more. But it's still, this is like basically the equivalent of like watching the Mario movie in Japanese. It doesn't feel like, it still doesn't It still feels like a Western thing that's dubbed into Japanese. It doesn't feel like a Japanese thing. 8 rubbed you the wrong way. Yeah, I really like 8. I'm gonna replay 8 one of the. I really want to replay 8. I really want to replay all the PS1 Final Fantasies. 7, 8, and 9. Love all of them. Do a later part 20 or something. That's not gonna. Alright, let's go to part 20. Or something. How many parts are there? Alright, there's a lot. Let's go to part 20. Gizmo's right. This is it. This is the last chance. We're watching in Japanese part 20. It better do something that's not boring. 9 is your favorite? Yeah, 9 is Demo's favorite. Now 9 is not my favorite. My favorite is 6. But I love all of the PS1 Final Fantasies. So certainly 9. I've only played 9 the one time. 9 is one I really need to go back to. But 9 has many amazing qualities, and I can see why it would be someone's favorite. I love all of the classic Final Fantasies. So I love 1. I love 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And even 2 I think is underrated. Despite its issues. I don't know, is something gonna happen anywhere? I don't know. Like this, I don't know. Is this an NPC? Is this a character or is this an NPC? Like, all the character designs are so bland. Oh, I like her character, though. Oh, this seems like a okay. This actually seems like a Japanese character. I like this character. Makes me feel a little bit more at home. Now it starts to feel a little bit more like an anime. Her design is good. 8 is your favorite? That's interesting to have 8 as your favorite. Hisashiburi da ne? Mataku. Been a lot. That means it's been a long time. 3 and 5? There's nothing wrong with that. How do you feel about Final Fantasy Tactics, Sapphire Drew? It's a good one as well. Oh, you should have tried Final Fantasy X-2, Sapphire Drew. That's a really good, slightly more modern incarnation of the job system. I think you mainly select New FF because it seemed to be made for Western audiences in mind first and foremost. Skittles, I think you're exactly right. Well, but you know what though? I do think this game is like it reached a new breakpoint in the realm of reaching for Western audiences. Even with Final Fantasy 15 and 13, there's still a lot of Japanese to it in the music and the presentation. Like 15 did start to, I don't know. I like the characters in 15. 15 still felt Japanese to me in a lot of ways, even though the setting was very bland. 15 had a really bad setting. Kind of like this game has a really bad setting. You hate how these cutscenes work. Yeah, I really like the job system. I think it's awesome. You love tactics? Yeah, I love tactics too. 12? Yeah, but 12 still has a lot of good things about it, I think. And it is a very interesting take on sort of doing something MMORPG-like, but integrating this AI system. The AI system is very interesting in 12. I don't know. In terms of the cutscenes and the story, it still felt Japanese enough to me. No, I think Skittles definitely hit the nail on the head. It is the fact that it's more Western made. Like it's trying very hard to appeal to a Western audience. I guess the part that I don't fully get is how, I mean, to me, I don't know. For my sensibility or for my judgment, it just feels like, it feels clearly desperate. I don't know. The writing in the game, is this equivalent to like a good, maybe people's standards are just very low these days. But like watching the game in English, the writing, the cutscenes, like the writing, the delivery, the acting, is not equivalent to like a good show on HBO. At least not in the heyday of like 2000s or 2010 HBO. Like it's nowhere close to that. It just seems like kind of very generic. Like it seems like it's trying and failing. I don't know. I kind of don't get how people are. Maybe some people just find it refreshing to see Final Fantasy be people who don't like the Jap. I think it might appeal more to people who don't like the Japaneseness, and so the novelty of having this Final Fantasy that feels more Western. Maybe that's part of what people like about it. I don't know. I've got the feeling that if I heard this lady's English voice actor, I would start to hate her. Dude, let's just go back to Final Fantasy X one more time. This is so much better in every way.
Custom. People leaving the island pray here for a safe trip. Chapu didn't pray that day. Said he'd miss his
The music, the presentation, even just the kind of cinematic, the direction of the cutscene is so much better. I mean, it also helps that the cutscenes are much more interspersed in Final Fantasy X, and it actually feels like a normal game with gameplay. But there were a lot more cutscenes in this than in like previous Final Fantasies. But it also helps that the cutscenes are just better. Like they're just better. It's just, I don't know. For my sensibility, it's just so much better. I don't know, everything. I don't know. All right, let's go back to Shadow of the Beast. Yeah, no. I can't. If I had to play Final Fantasy 16 on stream, it would be a hate fest, which we've never seen rivaled before. Wait, where's my correct layout? Sorry. Hold on a second. I don't know if you guys really want to see that. You have to do it then? No, it's not going to be worth it because I'm just going to be suffering and I'm just going to be bored. It's going to stop being entertaining real fast. I'm just going to be so bored. Like, that just looks awful. Like, this just looks like the worst slog. Yeah, you could be right about that, Skittles. But I still think that Final Fantasy 16 in particular is a new level of that, what you're talking about. I think it's a new level. I kind of knew it. I felt it. Just when I was seeing the trailers, I knew that I just had this bad feeling about Final Fantasy 16. Dude. I don't think... wait, did I do it wrong? I don't think I loaded it correctly. Maybe you're too used to silly dialogue? Do you think that's the case, Gizmo? I don't know. Obviously, a big part of me not liking it has a lot to do... I mean, the old Final Fantasies have silly dialogue. I could go back and I could play through Final Fantasy X and I would fully enjoy all the story and cutscenes. But it's not like I would tell you, me, a lover of Final Fantasy X, including the story and the dialogue and cutscenes, I wouldn't tell you that it doesn't have a silliness to it. It's just the type of silliness that I can get behind. Actually, I don't think that Final Fantasy 16 seems silly at all. It's the opposite. It's devoid of silliness. Like, it's taking itself so seriously, and it's so pretentious. In the English version, at least. Maybe I could... These are all just opinions. Hopefully Gizmo doesn't feel attacked. Gizmo, do you feel attacked? I feel like Gizmo doesn't feel attacked. Yeah, I feel like Gizmo is... I feel like Gizmo's cool. Which is good. That makes me feel more comfortable. Okay, let's play a good game like Shadow of the Beast. Enough of that nonsense. It didn't seem like anybody felt too attacked. It seems like the majority of people in the stream either don't care about Final Fantasy 16 or are ambivalent anyway. Gizmo being like one of the noted Final Fantasy 16 enjoyers. I mean, if you enjoy it, more power to you. Like, I am not trying to perpetuate the attitude that I don't like people that like Final Fantasy 16. Differences make the world go around. But, you know, at the same time, I enjoy the feeling of freedom of being able to express my opinions without reservation. Whoops. Let's switch the disc. Without hopefully being too annoying. Yeah, exactly, Gizmo. Why would you? Exactly. Make a very valid point. Let's put our focus back on attacking me. All right, guys, this is the point. This is now the portion of the stream. Now you've sat here and listened to me attack Final Fantasy 16 ruthlessly, without mercy. And you know what? Someone should really turn that focus back around on me. So let's all take a moment now to attack Flipsider. Go ahead, tear me down. Tell me what you really think. Unfair because it's inconvenient to me. I don't see the difference between 16 and its prequels, even if it's dressed up like The Witcher. I do. It's all in the presentation. Like, I don't know about the... Well, this is simply... I was... Like, all my criticisms were only directed at its presentation. I have nothing to say about its gameplay. Like, I might like the gameplay in Final Fantasy 16. I might not. I don't know. It looks fine. Is all I would say about the gameplay. But it's entirely the presentation that I can't handle in Final Fantasy 16. Now, so this first part, I could do this, I could focus and do this much better with like the bats and stuff, but it kind of doesn't really matter because now that I have the first part down, I know that I can get to that potion. I should be able to get to that every time and it's a full refill. Once you learn the potion positions in the game, it helps you to... It really helps a lot to know which parts you can kind of fly through and which parts you have to be careful in. Feels like we should have Shadow of the Beast quotes, doesn't it? Maybe they don't... I'm sure there must be some, but they may not directly reference the game by name. What is the game you love the most? It's, Well, I mean, if you want to know the games, if you want for reference to know the games I love the most, here, I'll give you, like, there's a very easy way. Here, type this into the stream guide, and it'll take you here, and then click on that. It's gonna take you here to my Google document. Then just go to rankings, top 100 games. The game I love the most is Dark Souls 1. And my top 10 is Dark Souls, Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 1, Umihara Kawase, Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, Bloodborne, Mario 64, Final Fantasy 6, Tomb Raider, and Battletoads. There you go. Rip into those if you want. Oops, wrong. There you go. Yeah, Dragon Slayer for the Game Boy. No, Skittles, I think you might be confusing me with you. Gizmo, I'm happy that you feel that way. If you, the noted Final Fantasy 16 enjoyer, was enjoying me ripping into the game, then I feel like it makes me feel vindicated in my choice of content. I'm glad that it was entertaining to a noted enjoyer of the game. Dark Souls better than Silent Hill 2? Oh! Yeah. I mean, they're both at the very top of my... They're both top-class masterpieces. Watching Clip hate stuff is why most of us come here. I'm glad that you... I might play to the camera a little bit when it comes to these things. It's fun to let loose, you know, it's cathartic. You know, people do like to rip on haters and the concept of hating, like, why you gotta be a hater? But I mean, I think if we're being honest with ourselves, when it comes to, maybe not people, not human beings, but when it comes to like frivolous things like video games and other media, I think it's fun to be a hater once in a while. We all hate something, you know? It's like, with the shadow comes the light, I think. With with a light comes shadow. Everybody has preferences. If you love things, there's gotta be things you hate too. If you develop opinions about the world, there's gotta be things you hate. And I don't think you should have to feel like, well, I better just keep it to myself. I don't think, in a perfect world, I don't think you should have to feel that way. I think we should just all have a little bit of a thicker skin and allow ourselves to go on these little rants, you know? It's good, it's cathartic to rant. It's harmless, you know? All these, like, games and movies and media stuff that we all like so much, these are not important things. Ranting about that stuff is good, harmless fun. Once in a while, as long as you don't go too crazy, where it actually is starting to make you angry. Like, I wasn't actually, you know, you could definitely go too far with it, but little harmless fun rants, I think, are good. You know what I mean? Flashback was so good. Why should I really play Flashback? Dude, I have yet to do a full... I've played a little bit of Flashback. It does seem pretty cool. I love Another World. I do love some of the classic cinematic platformers like Prince of Persia, Another World. I played through Blackthorn and some of the other ones. But, yeah, Flashback. That's one I need to play through. But I'm not sure if I should... The Super Nintendo one was the one that I played. But I know that there's different versions that have different content, like the PC version, and I don't know. I guess I should just stick with the Super Nintendo. I have to compare the other versions sometime. Okay, this is more how you're supposed to do it. And you gotta really just kind of match it like this. Alright, that's more how you're supposed to do it. No love without hate. Yeah, the whole idea that, you know, you gotta keep negative opinions to yourself, I think that that's not a good idea. It's just that I think you have to have some restraint, you know? You gotta be careful not to let the hate consume you. And also, it's much better to keep the hate confined to media and not actual people. I don't need to, like, rant about people. I don't think you've ever... I don't know. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think you've ever seen me rant about people. I don't like to do that. Because that feels different to me than ranting about a video game. Oh, Skittles, I don't think that's a good idea. On the Amiga. Do you know very much about the differences, Horrible Hog, between the flashbacks? I watched a playthrough of a flashback on DOS. It looked pretty cool. I'm not really clear on the specific differences. I get the impression that the computer versions have a lot more content, maybe? There could be some different stuff with, like, the music and some things about the presentation. But I don't know, the music in the Super Nintendo one seems very good to me. I guess if you just stand here, these red guys do keep spawning on a time interval. It's not based on your position, it's based on time interval, so it's better to go faster here. Except I shouldn't have taken those hits. I went too fast. Didn't get the rhythm down. What time is it? 11? I don't want to make it a late stream tonight. This is just a for fun stream. It's okay if we don't make that much progress into Shadow of the Beast. I wasn't expecting to. I figured I wouldn't make it as far as the castle. That's okay. I would probably need a few solid hours of de-rusting before I could make it anywhere in this game again. So I gotta get the rhythm for these eyeballs down like that. You don't really want to wait around too much because those red guys will keep spawning. There we go. Let's do it. Still not doing as well with the health as I should be here. Alright, now let me see if I can... Oh yeah, the snail. Let's see if I can remember what to be doing here next. Very little difference. Between... You mean between all the versions? Oh, this part, that's right. I gotta run forward here. Okay. Oh, shoot! Okay, that part I guess I should have... I was in not quite the right position. Let me make sure I don't fight it. Don't go... I would... Oh, shit. Maybe I should have gone there. I want to get hit by the fireball. Oh! Oh! Damn it! Let me back up a little bit. Positioning was a little bit wrong there. What is the good time to go here? No, that would be bad. Now? Okay, now that is it. Look, back up a little bit. Okay, there we go. There we go. I don't have. Oh, I should have gone there. I don't have all these timings down like I did when we were watching the video. After I'd played the game already for like 12 hours, and I had everything down, and just constant repetition. Oh, between DOS and Amiga? Well, I'm actually more curious, not so much about between the computer versions, as between DOS and, say, the Super Nintendo version. Because the one I'm most familiar with is just the Super Nintendo version of Flashback. That's the only one I've played. And I'm more curious about the difference between the console versions and the computer versions. It seems like there's quite a bit more difference there. Alright, that was better. Then we have the Psygnosis Owls. You can just run under them. But there's a red guy here. Stop for him. There we go. See, I remembered. Oh, there's another one. Okay, alright. Alright. Not bad, not bad. A little bit. Oh, this guy killed me before. I guess you can't kill him. Like, do I have to just jump over him and then I just fall down here, maybe? Yeah, okay. Alright, what comes next? Big guys? Oh no, these things. The skulls. Oh, I forgot about that. You have to punch the skulls like this. Just keep punching them. It's a pretty satisfying part. Those yellow things can be... If you kind of get... Oh, dude, I forgot about that part. Okay. You're gonna have to get on the right wavelength there. Oh, this part? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, shit. Okay, you can kind of go... Oh, dude, I fucked it up. No! Oh! Oh, no, dude. Oh. Let's try again. Let's try again. The de-rusting takes time, doesn't it? My air conditioner is not kicking on. Like it's not kicking. It's too hot in here. Maybe I got too worked up by Final Fantasy 16. Did you guys enjoy that Final Fantasy 16 content? Man, you know what? You guys did not have a lot of flip side or criticisms. I'm very disappointed in the lack of flip side or bashing content. I guess we need a different topic. I guess I'm just too cool and you guys just don't want to bash me. So we must need to talk about something else. All right, new topic. Let's talk about why Flipsider is such a cool guy. Go ahead, guys. Now, go ahead and just give all your opinions about why Flipsider is such a cool guy. Go ahead. Don't hold back. You don't have to be shy here. No comments. Nobody's telling me why I'm a cool guy. Suddenly I feel so alone. Alone in the world of the beast. Man, what if nobody likes me? I am like the beast. I am alone in the world. Where's Leo? Oh, I know, Skittles. Oh, you're right. Leo hasn't shown up. He might be busy. He gets busy these days sometimes. He might be very busy finishing another 100-hour Japanese RPG. But here I am on a lonely journey. as a beast in a lonely world, and no Mr. Leo to lend me a hand to comfort me. No Mr. Leo. I'm all alone in this world of darkness and beastliness. We need a kitten update. Yeah. This beast needs a kitten. Then he wouldn't be so lonely anymore. Get this beast a kitten. That thing right there just sometimes gets you. Like nothing you can do about it. The game is pretty attrition based. I mean, there is a lot of stuff in the game that's pretty cheap if you don't know about it the first time. So some of it is memorization, but a lot of it is reactable. So, like with any hard game, a lot of the memorization in the game is from the standpoint of once you've played it enough and memorized the parts, you're gonna make it easier on yourself. That's the way most. Sleepy time, Horrible Hog? I think Gizmo was saying it was way past his bedtime as well. Is it way past all of your bedtime? Well, I probably should get to bed earlier tonight as well, because I'm just coming off a 10-hour drive. Now let's do, I don't know, maybe I'll do one more attempt at this. But good night, Horrible Hog. I hope you enjoy your sleepy time. I hope your sleepy time is indeed sleepy. You found the last shrine. Were you trying to find all the shrines blind with no help from guide? That'd be quite an endeavor, I think. Yeah, Colic is a late night fella. 5 wells. You're really completionist thing the game, huh? 5 more bullfrogs. Yeah, I was not very completionist with Tears of the Kingdom. I didn't find all the shrines like I did with Breath of the Wild, although I mainly did that, I think, at the urging of Skittles, because he really wanted me to get all those. Or I seem to recall, I don't know, somebody at the time really wanted me to get all the shrines. I don't know, I didn't mind doing it that much. I probably wouldn't have minded at least doing all the shrines in Tears of the Kingdom, and the only reason I didn't want to do that is because we spent so long on the game on stream, I just felt like it was time to move on. I really need to provide different, more different content. Oh, there we go. Did it much more efficiently that time. Oh man, doing all the Koroks. Now that's one thing I would not do. I did not do all the Korok seeds in Breath of the Wild, and I certainly wouldn't do it in Tears of the Kingdom. And I'm pretty sure Nintendo doesn't want you to do that. Not really intended. That's why you get no reward. Although I guess you kind of get no reward for the other stuff too. I did all the one thing I did do as a completionist in Tears of the Kingdom, as you guys know, is I did do all the light routes. I wanted to do that because it just seemed fun. It was pretty fun for the most part, although towards the end, there's some annoying bits. Finding some of the last couple ones is pretty annoying, but it was still overall pretty satisfying to do that. And you get no reward for that. You just get like the equivalent of a trophy. Which is fine. I'm not doing things like that for the rewards. Doing it has to be its own reward or there's no point in doing it. And I think that doing all the shrines could be rewarding as well, since you know, a lot of them have pretty cool content, I think. Oh! Okay. I thought I had a little bit more time. No, it's like the red guys speed up their spawning towards the end. Huh. Yeah, he got all the light roots. Medallion. Well, whatever it was just a trophy, essentially. It didn't mean anything. Did a little bit better this time. I have a little bit more hit points going into this next section. Let's see if we can hold on to them. Good attempts here. No, not really. I haven't even made it past this first cave yet. After this cave, you go back up to the surface, and you've got to get across the surface, which is the hard part. That's like the first real hard part of the game. Then you go into the castle, and the castle's quite a bit harder than this scene. Castle's quite tough. That's like the second real dungeon area. The game's not really that long overall. After that, there's the shoot 'em up part, which is cool. It's not that hard, but there are some tricky bits. And then if you get through that, you get to the... You get to the final overworld part, which is quite difficult, actually. And the final boss, which if you can make it to him is pretty easy. It's not a long game, but it is a dense game with challenge. No, man, I'm screwing up pretty bad. Oh my god, dude. Now I've done worse than the last attempt. Because I fucked this part up pretty bad. Oh my god, I fucked it up. I'm trying to rush. I'm not being as patient as I was last time. That's pretty bad. And we're still not going to make it to the next boss. It sucks. It sucks, man. I'm going to have to do this next part flawlessly. At least I know it's coming now. Is there another potion at some point soon? I think there is another potion maybe after this part. If I can just get to it. Alright, the diagonal skulls, I just want to slow down a little bit here. And get them to go in front of me, I think. Yeah, like that. Then I can... Oh no, they keep spawning! Okay, oh shit, alright. What do we do here? I think about like this. Fucking yellow! Oh, I was in a bad spot for the yellow fly though, but I have one last hit point. Just don't... Is there a potion here? I think there might be... Wait. Oh, it's loading. Is it... Oh no, wait. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, there is. Okay. That's full strength! You get full strength there! I died. I almost died right before getting to that again. But before, we died right in front of the full health refill. Oh my god. Now the Slinky. I think this is a unique Slinky. I think this is the only spot in the game where a Slinky appears. Alright, now maybe there's another one down here. There might be two Slinkies. Okay, there's two. Oh no, see this is a different Slinky. He's a jumping Slinky. See, that Slinky was a normal Slinky, but this Slinky jumps. They're two unique Slinkies. They gave this particular Slinky a unique animation. That's how out of control they were. Well, he's coming back now. Get him. I got him, guys. Don't worry. Alright, what's next? Oh! That, okay. You gotta just jump in the right spot. Oh, okay. Okay. Fuck. Oh, dude, there was one more of those fucking things. What is over? Is there? Wait, is this something? I don't remember there being something here. I think there's like another. There's another potion we have to get to be able to hit the final boss. Oh, dude, this guy. I think this might be another unique enemy here. Maybe. I don't know. I vaguely remember that we have to go from here to the top left first because we need the potion to be able to damage the boss. It's not like the first boss where the potion helps but is not mandatory. Although I think that first boss would be very difficult to actually beat without that potion. Probably functionally impossible. But this potion, I think you actually have to get it Power Punch. If you don't have that, I think you just cannot damage the boss of this section. And in fact, there's no tell for that. So it will look like you're damaging him, but you're not. You just will not die. You do need the Power Punch. There's Mr. Leo Skittles! Mr. Leo, you... Oh, it's good to see you, Mr. Leo. I'm back from Matsuri-Con. I drive 10 hours today. And 6 hours yesterday. Oh, let me just pause. You came in 5 minutes after Skittles just did one of his patented "Where's Mr. Leo?" It's in the chat. Yeah, I'm doing fine. I've just come off like it. Oh, look, I've got the red circle on my punch. Nice. Okay, this part. You gotta watch out for that like little circle of energy blast in these things. Okay. This last one you just gotta run past, I think. Yeah, okay, there we go. Not bad. The ghosts are not bad. We can handle this. And okay, here's the boss. Gotta just get past this random clusterfuck shit. Alright, not bad. Okay, this boss, we're just gonna tank him. The best thing to do is just tank him. I guess I should duck though, but just tank him. Because otherwise you're gonna just be completely generated. It's too hard to actually avoid that shit. Now this well, it's possible at the beginning of the game to come down this well. And you will not, the door will be locked. So it's pointless, but you can come down here at the beginning of the game. The only purpose of this well is as an escape route. Or rather, that is the main purpose of it. How's Duster? Oh, the cat. Yeah. Skittles was saying earlier how we really need a kitten update. You emerge from the darkness into sunlight again. However, it's late in the day, and the shadows are growing longer. It's also becoming uncomfortably warm. Kind of is uncomfortably warm in my room. Full of beans. Is that because you've been feeding him beans, Mr. Leo? He's into everything. So the next step will be getting to him to vet, huh? Well, I didn't talk too much about the convention because there wasn't that much to talk about. But yeah, I never did say anything interesting about the convention I went to, right? I haven't posted my pictures yet. I gotta post some of my pictures on the Discord. Oh, this is the music that Timo's addicted to. Whoa. Dude, my air conditioner is not kicking on. It's annoying me. All right, so we're at this spot now, and my health is way too low. I don't know if you. I think you get a little bit back here, but probably not enough. This part is hard. So I'm probably gonna die here, but let's just see. This part I remember being hard. So you hear, the music kind of changes pace there, which is cool. Oh, yeah. Oh no, that's bad. They're gonna come from behind, I think, too. Okay. That's gonna be health. That's gonna be health right here. Oh, we need that. We need that very badly. It's not gonna be enough. It's only 6 health out of my possible 12. Yeah. All right. Good night. See you tomorrow. That was my parents. They loved me. He was very hot at Houston, Texas as well. I don't know what to say. Just like with last year, again, they put me in kind of a bad spot, although it wasn't as bad as last year. But I still did very well in spite of it. I heard that the people behind me who were in the corner did really bad. There was some nice people there. I went to a Mexican restaurant and had mole sauce. That's my latest addiction, I've discovered. I love mole sauce. But the mole sauce I had in Houston, Texas, I just picked a random Mexican place. I was having trouble finding one that had mole sauce. It wasn't that good. The mole sauce I had in Albany, New York, when I was staying with my buddy Sean, was really good. And they have a really good mole sauce at a Mexican place in downtown Elmhurst here, which I'm probably going to go back to soon because lately I've just been wanting mole sauce. It's so good. Also in Houston, Texas, they had cava, which is my other new thing I'm addicted to. I discovered this like Mediterranean. It's kind of like a Mediterranean Chipotle. Like it's like a salad bowl place where you they just put like meat and vegetables and salad like in a bowl, and like you can put like a yogurt sauce on it, or you can do like a pita and you can have like a gyro type of thing. But I really like the vegetable bowls you can get. You can just get like a bowl just full of vegetables with like some falafel on top and some yogurt sauce, and it's pretty healthy and it's delicious. And I'm addicted to that too. And unfortunately, they do not have cava. It's a chain place. They don't have it in Chicago. So I can't go here. They had it in Houston, Texas, and they had it in Washington, D.C. But no cava in Chicago, which sucks. But they do have mole sauce. I mean, mole sauce is everywhere. That I can find. Although it does seem, I've learned this, mole sauce seems to vary a lot in quality. The mole sauce at some places is not very good. And the mole sauce at other places is amazing. It really depends on where you go, seemingly. But good mole sauce I've become addicted to. So that's one thing I could say about the Houston journey. Dude, this part, we need to just go slow here, trying to actually... Oh, I can kill these. That's right, you can kill these things, yeah. Oh, these things move around. Yeah, those things are just kind of random. Should have fucked up that part too. Yeah, this is about usually how my attempts go in this part. I remember, even when I was kind of practiced at this game, this was always a hard part. There was always a danger of dying here. I got more consistent at it later on, but there was always a danger of dying in this part. You have to be very careful. And it was important to do that part in the cave before this. I had learned to do that better, where I could complete that. You see, the problem is that boss, though, it's really, you have to just kind of tank him. But then what you need to do is you need to complete that boss and have 6 health left, so that when you get back to the top, you get the 6 health back and you're back to full. That's how you want to do that. That's how it should go ideally, but I wasn't even close to that. With fried egg. Yeah, I'm just not an egg guy. I have learned that I like, you know how they like put a raw egg on like certain kinds of Japanese food like rice bowls? I've learned that I don't mind that. Egg in certain types of things I can get on board with, but fried eggs, I don't know. That's kind of too much egg. The egg quotient, like the egg ratio has got to be low. I will eat eggs, but the egg ratio to food has got to be low. If it's just a pile of eggs with stuff in it, no good. But if it's a pile of stuff with eggs in it, good. Could be good. Oh, I forgot about that fucking guy. So many unique, cool enemies. Oh, these fucking... I'm gonna die to these stupid insects. Oh, these... Oh, the things that come out of the ground. I'm gonna die to the fucking bugs. I'm afraid to move forward. Okay. Just take it slow, I guess. What else can we do? Only I can make it to the castle. I think I'm close. Oh, there's still the eyeballs to get through, though. There's still the eyeballs. Is there any more health? I don't think there fucking is. See, this is why this part is so hard. Oh, oh, there was health there! Oh, no! Alright, that's okay. That was a pretty good attempt. That was a pretty good attempt. Hey, Jennifer Club. You think I'm a Gryffindor? I do think I'm more Gryffindor than Hufflepuff. I do. It's true. Yeah, alright. Well, I don't know. Should I do one more? Nah, I mean, I should actually probably get going. I didn't want to make it a long stream. I want to just do a short stream comeback because I did spend 10 hours driving today. I should probably get to bed early. I actually don't feel that bad considering that I did spend 10 hours driving today, as I keep mentioning, because... So it's glad to hear that you like mole sauce. Are you a fan of mole sauce too? Does anybody else in the chat like mole sauce? Is there anybody in the chat who doesn't know what the fuck that is? It's just a type of Mexican food. Mainly it's pretty much like as I know it, it's pretty much just a type of sauce you can get on enchiladas, but they will put it on other stuff too. Certain more fancy Mexican restaurants, you might be able to get it in other things. Like you might be able to get mole sauce tacos, which in theory would be amazing. I don't know if I feel like I've seen that at some point. You probably can also get it in certain Tex-Mex places as well. I did not go to a Tex-Mex place in Houston, which would have been a thing. Like they have a ton of those down there. Yeah. You see it at not every Mexican place, but a lot of Mexican places have it. It is, as far as I know, it is authentic Mexican food. I think I recall somebody asked TMR once if he liked mole sauce, and he said he wasn't a big fan. I think you can get it in Mexico. Like it's not Tex-Mex, it's like actual Mexican food. Get out of here, Buster. I like Tex-Mex food. It's just not really Mexican food, but like, you know, the whole idea is the fusion. But there's some things in Tex-Mex. I mean, Tex-Mex to me is just like, I don't know. It's just sort of like Mexican food, but then like a huge focus on like dips. Like everything is just served with queso. It's just basically adding queso to everything, isn't it? Isn't that what Tex-Mex is? Which is good. It's kind of like fancy Taco Bell. It's good food. I also like Taco Bell. You know, it's just different food from Mexican food. That's okay. I mean, I also like Asian fusion food, so. No, I think it's its own thing, like Mr. Leo says. I kind of enjoyed the hour of the stream we spent just viewing Final Fantasy 16. Is there anything else we want to look at on YouTube? I don't know. Because I might not have a lot of energy to be playing game. Oh, is there any other Amiga game? Oh, you know what? There was another Amiga game I kind of want to play. Dude, okay. I will play one more game, actually. kind of want to play this again. This ridiculous this game. Which basically nobody cares about but me. Nobody's ever heard of this game. We change the stream title to. Alright, the date will be wrong, but I don't care about that. Yeah, I believe it's spelled Grey. Get the right cover on there too. Oh, wait, I don't have the cover in here? Oh, there it is. Yeah, the game doesn't actually have a legitimate cover. I don't think it was ever released in a box. It's like some kind of magazine game. Something. Yeah, let's play this a little bit. Now, here's a game that's much better than Final Fantasy 16. Something I'm sure we can all agree to. Alright. First things first, let's go to the left and explore the legendary Chasm of Infinity. Oh, a unique enemy comes down. Fight us. Nice. Gotta get the key. He has some fun accents. Oh man, I spent so much time bashing those accents. I hate the accents in Final Fantasy 16 so much. I absolutely cannot stand them. Do you guys remember this game? Does everybody remember this? Take. Oh, okay, there we go. Got the key. This game's interface is kind of awkward. I love the music in this game. The music is so cool in this game. This weird atmosphere music it has. This is a very cheap, like, not very good playing game, but there's something so appealing about it to me. Alright, now you guys see this? This is a pit. If I just step off this to the left, I will die. But, there's a little secret. If I jump... Oh shit, I didn't do it right. Well, you get to see me die. There's the weird map screen, which is meaningless in this game. Doesn't mean a thing. Let's try that again. Yeah, I just have to tap up the jump. Yeah, Mr. Leo, you missed some entertaining blip ranting tonight. We all had a lot of fun watching me rant about Final Fantasy 16. Even Gizmo, a noted fan of Final Fantasy 16, said he enjoyed my rant. Right? I take that as a compliment. Alright, we jump here. I jumped into the pit. Oh my god! Spikes! I'm dead! Oh, it's over. It's all over for Grey Slayer. Wait. Wait a second, guys. Wait a second. I didn't die. The only spikes they programmed with actual death mechanics are the spikes on the far right. I can walk on these spikes without dying. For some reason, the developer never thought I would jump. What will happen if I walk to the left? What will happen, guys? Guys. Am I trapped? I can walk through the wall. Look, Grey Slayer can walk through the wall. What if I walk through this wall that the developers never planned on me walking through? What would happen? Does anybody remember what happens? You beat Tunic? Yeah, I've heard people talk up Tunic a lot. A little too dark and gloomy. Well, I don't necessarily like that either. Depends on how it's done. I like this kind of dark and gloomy, though. We got a guru meditation. Actually, that doesn't usually happen. Usually it just does like a weird static sound effects forever, but we actually got a guru meditation. Nice. Have I gotten a guru meditation on stream before? That's a specific thing to Amiga games. For some reason, they say guru meditation when there's like an error message. Okay. Left the mouse button. I do, like, I don't necessarily mind dark and gloomy as long as it's got some more, I guess, vibrance to its presentation. Like, so for example, this game obviously is trying to be dark and gloomy, but it also feels very mysterious. It's kind of mysterious and intriguing. But there's a certain kind of dark and gloomy, especially if the game is trying to have like a serious story and be kind of like, I don't know, overly serious, where it could, if it crosses the line to like dour or depressing, I think I usually don't like that. Although Dark Souls is quite depressing. I mean, there are games that are depressing if you get into like the lore or the story, like Dark Souls, if you like think about what they're about or the things that happen. But moment to moment, it doesn't feel depressing. I want to just try this one more time. Let's just jump in this pit. I want to see if I get the same guru meditation. Oh, I died. Oh, I didn't do the jump right. Oops. Better than the love guru. That's true. Many things are better than that. Yeah, I mean, Dark Souls, neither Dark Souls, nor Castlevania, nor Ghosts and Goblins, like, none of those are depressing or dark. Not real. I mean, Castlevania and Ghosts and Goblins all, like, have upbeat music. Dark Souls definitely feels dark and depressing at times, but I don't think, it doesn't feel overboard dark and depressing. Oh, it just did a guru meditation again. Before, when I was getting this error, it would just kind of, it would do this like really glitchy music stuff for like minutes. Oh wow. Well, it's not just the certain sense of humor, but also like the moment to moment gameplay of Dark Souls. It doesn't necessarily feel depressing. Like the actual game feel, like the game experience is more of like a dark journey. It's kind of, it's almost quiet. Because Souls games don't have music. It's just this kind of quiet journey into darkness, and it's more exciting. Like there's a feeling of excitement to playing Souls games. Within the actual gameplay, it doesn't feel depressing while you're playing it. Alright, I'll actually play this game. I'm going to stop glitching it. Let's try to do like one real playthrough of it. If I can remember all the... This game is very simple to play through. It's not like Shadow of the Beast. In that it's not really super hard. It's pretty easy if you know what to do. But you have to know which pits to fall in. If you fall down the wrong pit, you're just soft locked. Well, actually, the game doesn't soft lock you. You're just dead. You just die. But it's a very short game. It's only like half hour long. You know where to go. Alright. It's probably an unfinished game. This game was released in some magazine, so probably unfinished. It feels unfinished. It feels like a demo, almost. But it's still cool. I like it. Oh, there's an actual enemy here, a plant. Better kill him. The combat is all so basic. You just mash the button, and you just mash the button until the thing dies, and that's it. It's true. The hub areas in Souls games do tend to have meditative and melancholic music. Now, I will note, though, I don't consider... Like, melancholic is a little bit different to me than depressing. Like, melancholic, there is, like, a wistfulness. There's kind of, like, a sense of mystery to it. And it's not the same thing as just, like, dour. Like, Yeah, those are two different... Well, there's sort of a subtle difference there, I guess. So right here, there should be a prisoner, I think. If we... Or no. Oh, it's the door. So you have to... There's kind of a weird thing here. I have to go to the... How do I get to the menu? Oh, it's down in the B button. Okay. So I have to use the key. Obviously to open the door. That did not work. There you go. Now, because I went to the menu, the game has a glitch. There's a certain thing here that becomes invisible. But if I step to the left and then step back to the right, I'll see it. There is a prisoner there. See? That is noteworthy. Because of a certain thing I'm going to get in this tower right now. Mandajula. When it comes to games that have kind of a dark setting, like dark fantasy, I feel like the really good ones they don't really feel that depressing. They don't feel dour. I feel like the best ones always have a sense of mystery or intrigue to them. This game has got a really good sense of mystery. The music in this game is so cool. This game is an unfinished... It's just an unfinished, barely playable, barely workable, weird thing. But I don't know, the music and experience of playing it is so cool to me. Right, so the thing I just got, let's look at these things. That's just a spell. Not much in the way of description. A device for releasing prisoners. That is going to be important. Yeah, it does. I do really like that about Souls games. The way that they kind of... That laugh thing that they do. Alright, so we step outside here, and there's no fall damage, so we can just fall straight down. It's fine. I love how he kind of looks around as he's falling. Now we have the prisoner key. So we can go back. And my memory's a little bit fuzzy on this next part, though. We might be able to fall down this bit to the right, but I don't know if maybe we don't do that yet, I'm not sure. Or maybe we don't ever do that. Not quite sure. I think we want to go this way first and release this prisoner. Get the blue key. There he is. Actually visible now. I'll go ahead and use this potion as well. See, it made him vanish, but he's still there. It's just a glitch where if you go to the menu, it makes prisoners vanish. So now I use the prisoner key, and it will work. You release a prisoner, and then he becomes the blue key, and I can get that. I wonder if I moved off the screen and moved back on, if the key would despawn and I'd be soft locked. I feel like that could be the case. There should be a solid wall over here. So this is actually just a solid wall. It doesn't look like a solid wall. I can't remember if this pit is death. I can't remember which pit I want to fall down, actually. I think... I think we can fall down here without being soft locked / killed. I think. Uh-oh. Wait. This kind of... Oh, okay. I guess that was okay? And there's a treasure chest here we can actually open. How do I open this again? It's not the blue key. I think the spell opens it. Yeah, the spell actually opens it. That's what the spell is for, weirdly enough. Take. So that... Alright, so that's it. The only thing that did... That's actually pointless, but the only thing it does is it gives you score. It gives you 500 points. But there's no reason to do that, except to just... for the sake of that you can do it. So if I go... I think if I go down here, there's another spell I can get. Yeah. And if this pit right here, if I fall down this, that's death. So we don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. This game kind of almost has a Dark Souls-like feel. You know, when I played this game on stream before, it was a 6 stream. So this is the first time I've ever played this game with me on camera talking about it. Alright, here, I think this pit is death. But this pit I can fall down. There's a blue door here, but there's also a blue door on the bottom, and I don't remember which one I want to actually take. I don't remember. But, I'm gonna guess that it's this blue door right here, I suppose. I do remember there being a blue door at the bottom of that pit as well. Maybe I can get another blue key. Well, if I go down to that blue door, there's no way to get back up. So let's just check this first. Is anybody in the stream heavily invested in this game right now? Like, just intrigued? Oh, oh yeah, we probably need this. Yeah, I think that was right to take the upper route first, and they're probably going to give me another blue key in this little mansion area. So cool. Another like bomb type thing. The thing with these bombs, though, is that the first one you get, I think, is actually glitched and is infinite, so you never need to pick up any other bombs. Here, I'll just use it here, in fact. I'm just going to use the bomb. Use. I'm going to get rid of that second one. If you use the bomb, it turns enemies into, like, glitchy messes. When it kills them. Alright. Get a second blue key. This pit is death. Don't want to fall down that. The enemies respawn. You're probably better off not fighting the enemies because you can just kind of walk past them, or at least a lot of the enemies anyway. We save more health by walking past that guy. Of course, you get less score. Oh, I don't know. Actually, that did do quite a bit of damage walking through that. So now I need to fall down here. The safe route should be the left. Yeah, if you fall down the right side, you die. And there we need to go in this door. Use the key. But because we went in the other door first, we now have a second prisoner thing, which we're going to need in here. Okay. Now, we're going to want to take this arrow. That's a new weapon. The bow. We want to start using that from now on. That's a better weapon for us. We're going to want to go off and on the screen again so that we can see the prisoner that's over here. Now we can actually see him. We can use this thing. Release the prisoner. And get another blue key. You see, guys? This is how you... like. Oh, I really do. There's a lot of Amiga games I want to come to and play. But the problem is I have so much other stuff I feel like I need to do. I really want to finish Fliptendo by the end of this month, I also want to get to subscriber requests, but I probably will only have time to finish Fliptendo by the end of the month. And then next month, I want to do horror games. So there's a lot of stuff I want to do. And not much time to do it in. Yeah, I do really want to play more Amiga games. We will get back to Amiga. We're going to make a grand return to Amiga. And also PC-88 and maybe X68000. So many games I want to play. Oh, many. There's just so many cool games. Alright, we made it to the cave section. Now we can get an axe. I think we might want to equip that immediately. So at this point we can drop this sword. The sword is useless. Oh, you cannot drop your sword. Well, whatever. Let's just eat the bowl of fruit. That will heal some health. Look at it first. A plate full of food. I like food. Let's eat it. Alright. Surprised it will let us drop the sword. The game will let you soft lock yourself in various other ways. We'll not finish Fliptendo, but I want to finish... we're almost up to game number 800. I want to finish Fliptendo up to 800, and ideally do the 800 game Fliptendo special before October. The ideal would be to do that before October. I think that we can. But there are a bunch of games I want to finish first. A second blue key. Let's take it. I believe that pit is death as well. With all those naughty anime FMV games. You're thinking of PC-88 and PC-98. Those systems are notorious for having a lot of porn games. Oh, this guy I need the axe. The arrow doesn't work. This guy specifically is what the axe is for. Now I can throw the axe, and it hits him in the head, and watch this. Watch this. Oh, I missed! Shit. Let me just zone back on screen again. Okay, watch this. This is going to be good. We hit him in the head with the axe. See, you can't hit him in the body because he's wearing that armor. Oh, there goes his head. I beheaded him. Oh, that's awesome. See? Totally worth it. Another prisoner thingy. I don't want to take that. But we have full inventory. Or can we take that? No, we cannot. We have to drop something. Let's drop the book. Let's drop the axe now. Just drop it. I think we only need the axe for that one enemy. So let's drop that. Now we can take this prisoner thing, which we need. Wait, I took the axe. Hold on a second. I'll drop the axe here. You will not be able to come back and get it, but that's okay. We might be able to fall down this hole without dying. I'm not sure. By the way, if I do die, I'm just gonna quit playing the game. We're already like 60% of the way through the game. The game is not long, but I'm not gonna play through it again. I want to make an early night of it tonight. So, prisoner here. This is what we need this prisoner key for. Use that. We have released a prisoner. And we get a red key, which we're going to need. Actually, I think one of these keys might be useless, but I'm not sure, so let's just take that. And let's also see if I can remember all of the death pits. There's certain parts of this game, especially towards the end, where there's pieces of floor and wall they did not program to be solid. This game has got a lot of problems, a lot of bugs. It's clearly unfinished. Oh, that's a death pit? Oh, shit. I needed to go all the way back to the left. Well, anyway. Oh, and we get a glitch message as well. If I had gone all the way back to the left and fallen down there, there would have been some more cave. We would have played through that, released a few more prisoners. Then basically you go back up and that's it. That's the end of the game. There's like, the game doesn't have an ending. Like, you get to a part, you get finally back up to the surface, and then you walk off the screen, and it says, congratulations, you finished Grace Layer, and that's it. I have finished it on stream before, so that's okay. It's also pretty tricky because towards the end, like, in the final few rooms, there are parts where they forgot to program the floor to be... There's, like, one part where the floor is not programmed to be solid. They, like, forgot. And if you fall through there, the game glitches, and this happens. Also, we also discovered there's, like, a certain wall that they forgot to program in as a wall. You can just walk through it, and what do you think's past it? Some kind of secret? No. This happens. So, very glitchy game. Like I said, this was released in a magazine. It's obviously unfinished. It's probably the equivalent of a demo, but I still think it's pretty cool. I still like it. I still like the game, guys. Skittles likes me, and I like Skittles, and I like Mr. Leo, and I like Gizmo when he's here. Not here now. I like Colic if he's still here. I don't know. Like Horrible Hog did go to sleep. I like him. I like myself. I like Sapphire Drew, and I like Demo, who could be lurking here and playing her computer games. Don't know. And I love Final Fantasy VI. I love it. I just love the writing. It's so good. The writing in Final Fantasy 16. It really sounds like real life. And the characters are so endearing and so full of charm, and that's what I really love about it. Except Tex-Mex. Why do you hate Tex-Mex? Tex-Mex is good. So what if it's not Mexican food? It's good. It's just basically Mexican food with like layers of cheese on top of it. That's not exactly a description of something bad. But admittedly, like, Tex-Mex is not... It's not my favorite. It's not the thing that makes me go back. Like, the thing that I like the most is authentic Mexican food. Like, tacos. Although, what I really like is tacos with chorizo. And that's not exactly authentic, but you can get that at every authentic taco place in Chicago. Okay, Mr. Leo. Oh, Space Kitty Face is here. You only slay orange? Well, you are going to have to slay something else because it's a short stream tonight. I've already played my Amiga games, and we watched videos of Final Fantasy 16, and we ripped on it. And I do enjoy authentic Taco Bell's chili cheese burritos. That's another thing. I did locate some chili cheese burritos to eat on my drive back. In fact, I ate them today. Today I ate 2 chili cheese burritos on the way back. While I was in Houston, Texas, I ate Cava, the Mediterranean place, twice. Very good. Very enjoyable. I ate at a Mexican place. I ate enchiladas with mole sauce. It was pretty good, but a little bit disappointing compared to the last mole sauce I had, which was really good. If you guys have never had mole sauce, just make sure you try it. Find a good place, like a place with good mole sauce. It's so good. Could be Mr. Leo, but you know what? Between everything that happened today, it was nothing but pure fun. Except, even watching videos of Final Fantasy 16 and making fun of it, that was fun. Driving for 10 hours, eating chili cheese burritos for that small gap of time, that was fun. From Peanuts? No. I did ask somebody, or I looked it up at some point, and I asked somebody, like, mole sauce it's kind of complicated. It's made from like a ton of stuff. It's not just, it might have peanuts in it. I think it may depend on the place that makes it, but it's actually made from like a lot of fruits and spices, like a ton of stuff. Yeah, I found a South Park game to play. I know, Mr. Leo. You got to go back and watch my my video of trashing it. Well, anyway, I gotta get going. So, I don't know. Maybe we can raid. I haven't raided anybody in a while. Should we just raid Macaw? I think we should just raid Macaw, probably. Well, maybe we should go to Grom, because Grom was here in my stream. Let me see what Grom's doing. I mean, Grom would. You know what? Let's go ahead and raid Grom because he was in my stream earlier, so it makes me want to raid him. I think that's a good thing. Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. And I'm back now. I have 2 weeks. I do have a convention this weekend, but it's local, so I should still be able to stream around, maybe even during the con. I might be able to stream one of those nights. I'm definitely going to stream several nights this week. Hopefully a bunch of nights. I'm going to stream all next week. We got more streams. I am back. Good to be back. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you soon. Hope you have a good night.